Have I told
stream
you
is
how
going.
obsessed I am with this necklace?
Hey,
I saw it at Christmas and I meant to say something about it, but
Katie got it
then I
for me.
forgot. Nice.
Libra. Do I need to text you and tell you, hey, we're streaming?
Yeah, that
Hey,
would
the
be
stream is
funny.
live.
You do have to text her and tell her to turn off her ringer.
Jiminy Christmas. Fine.
All right, so since there's a lot of people in the room, we're going to throw down the rules of try not to talk over each other. Try to be cool.
Okay.
We're all professionals
Wait, so
here,
what
right?
is it?
We're all professionals here, right?
Yes, we are.
Oh, trust me, I've been in many conversations with many stand-up comics, and I'm like, how's anybody hearing anybody else right now?
I want to date with a stand-up comic this year.
Oh, what's his name?
Don't remember.
Oh,
Andrew, maybe.
Matt, the switch over there on that.
yes.
I'll keep the one going on over
DFW
here.
comic.
Mm-hmm. He
It
lies
is
about
off.
his height. That's all I can tell you.
We good on light?
Oh, is he the midget comic?
Yeah.
Brad, what's his name? Brad?
Brad Williams.
Yeah.
I met him well before he was famous at Hyenas Arlington.
Yeah. That dude's funny, man.
Rad fucking dude. I'll sum up his story really quick. So he, this is back in like let's say 08, 09 era.
Can you see my TCU?
And so
Yeah.
he would warm up wrestling.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
Yeah, you can.
wrestling shows.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe WWF, but like decent mid-range shit.
Can you see my deers?
He'd come out and do stand-up.
No.
His buddy,
Oh,
who is he
Sorry.
planted his buddy in the crowd
I know
to
they're
heckle
there.
him. So he like brushed him off, and eventually they just got into an argument. Well, Brad's a trained wrestler. His buddy, the plant, and the audience also a trained wrestler. So people were just like, "Oh, here's this dwarf doing stand-up comedy. All right, really funny, blah blah blah." And he eventually it got to where he's like, "Hey, dude, you got a problem? You want to settle this in the ring?" And the guy's like, "Hell yeah!" And he come out, and then so what everyone thought was just this guy doing stand-up, it turned into a wrestling match.
It'd be,
I was
be
like,
the opening match.
That is
That's
fucking
kind of awesome.
amazing.
It
And
is
now
awesome.
he's
Good.
like kind of like a household name of sorts. Like the dude's like, he was a rad dude to talk to, and I'm just,
That's funny. That's real
Is that
funny.
him?
That's cool.
That is him.
no, God, okay, yeah. I know nothing bad about this guy, so that's
Who is
good.
it?
Tell you
Except
some
he
things.
lied about his height.
His name's Andrew
I mean,
Barton.
I could tell you some things.
But he's not particularly all that funny. But
I could tell you that.
but I will say yes, he is a stand-up comic. Okay.
Is that the signal? Is that
No,
the
no,
bat
no.
signal?
Are y'all ready to roll?
Yeah.
You all ready to do this?
Let's do it.
There's a reason you said
Yeah.
like DFW comic Andrew, and he immediately didn't come to mind. There's a good reason for that. Again, not a bad guy that I know of, but just not a really big working comic kind of.
I should text him that, except then I'd have to answer his
Oh no,
response.
no. His dad's a comic named Dan Merriman, kind of a countryish looking dude, and Carrie Wolf had a very funny story about Dan Merriman, this guy's mom or dad. He said way back in the day, so Carrie would hang out like with comics back in the day, and he said Dan Merriman asked him if he could sing a song in the front of his truck while Dan was gonna be the guy watching, and he wanted Carrie to sing while fingering his wife, and all in the same bed of the truck.
Wow.
I was like, what?
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Carrie's got some good stories. I like Carrie.
Wow.
Carrie's all right.
That's wild.
I like his grizzledness. There's
We're-
definitely a grizzled quality to him. Oh,
The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
This episode of the
Last Kicker
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, man. Hey, slow down. Yeah, what's up? Hey, how's it going? What'd you just say? When? Just now, man, when you walked past. What'd you say? About what? You said someone's toking some reefer.
No, I said something about smelling some pot. No, it's just an observation.
Oh, an observation, huh? Well, who the hell are you, man? Isaac fucking Newton? Well, guess what, genius? I'm the one smoking marijuana, motherfucker. You got a problem with that? No, of course not. Why'd you say that, Chief? Come on, man. Don't let your mouth write a check your butt can't cash. So I'm blazing with my friends, so I'm a fucking pothead, man. What's it to you, huh? Huh? What's the matter, pussy? Out of observations? Why don't you observe while I punch your teeth down your fucking throat? Come on, dude.
Relax. Relax.
Sounds like every weekend when I was in high school. Out in the
I
trails.
only came here to do two things, man.
Kick some ass and drink some beer.
It's like we're almost out of beer.
I was the one to get beat up too. I just like to skateboard.
Show number 505. It is December 27th, 2022. And this is it, the end.
Who was that?
That is I Am.
Oh, local?
Yes, they are.
I got
Another band that the Fort Worth Weekly has never written about.
I thought for sure you were
I got a
gonna-
funny thing. I got a little story about them, real quick.
Shh, go ahead.
I was a substitute teacher for many years. I'd say a few. I had a long-term
Brian
assignment.
Breckenridge,
Long-term
ladies and
assignment, Nimitz High School for 2 months. So I had classes of kids. There was one class. There was a kid I knew that like he liked some good metal. Like I talked about Black Dahlia Murder and shit like that. And he mentioned he was in a band. All right, so flash forward from that. I'm no longer a sub. I'm at Tomcats. So watching some show with like 8 bands. I get there after like the 4th band started. I'm sitting there, I got a drink in one hand, smoking the other. Like 2 or 3 kids come up to me and they say, "Mr. Breckenridge?" And I'm like, there's only one, segment of people that will say Mr. Breckenridge. I look, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" It was that kid and maybe another classmate, maybe. And their band had already played. So flash forward to November last year. Me and my buddy go down to see Every Time I Die. What turned out to be their last tour. See them in Austin. And then there's Every Time I Die 68 and Candy on that tour. Opening up is I Am. And I'm telling my buddy Nick about, what I just said. And I'm like, I wonder if like that kid or those kids are still in there. So the singer is at their merch table after they get off. So I go to him, I tell him all the information. And I was like, are any of you guys from Irving, Texas, or go to Nimitz High School? He's like, our old drummer used to. I was like, oh, okay, because he was in my class, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you still in contact with him? He goes, I'm engaged to his sister. And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. He's no longer their drummer because he has back issues. But he texted him, and I was like, say Mr. Breckenridge. He's like, you remember Mr. Breckenridge from Nimitz High School? Like, I'm like, long hair. He's like, and he comes back and goes, oh, yeah, that long-haired substitute that loved metal. And I was like, yeah. So we took a selfie, sent it to him. So
you might be in the jacket of one of their CDs.
Oh, maybe. Maybe
Special
I
thanks,
inspired him to keep
Mr.
going.
Breckenridge, the substitute
Maybe I
teacher
mentioned some bands
that smoked weed with me in the
maybe I
boys'
dropped,
room.
Maybe I was like, listen to Entombed or something cool like that. And maybe.
That's a cool story, man.
But,
Tell it again.
Yeah, tell it again.
It's a neat story.
It is a
It's
neat story, actually.
These guys are blowing it up too,
Right,
man.
yeah.
They are touring the country over and over and over again. They're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I've been
Ambitious
watching some of their
name.
live shows, and it's freaking insane the stuff they're doing. It's just I Am.
Yeah. Not
And it's I-A-M.
Yeah.
2 words.
All, yeah.
I space
it?
AM all cap.
A-M. All caps, right?
Yeah. These guys are badass.
I like
man.
'em.
They're really, really good.
Yeah.
We
Really
know
cool.
in the Bible, they ask God,
That's
who
where
are,
that's where it
who
comes
are you?
from.
Yeah, and he's like, I am.
I remember Will I Am.
That was the answer to what is God, who is God, and he's like, I am. That's God, I am.
I
That's who
am.
it is.
He used to
Mic
produce
drop
our show.
all the way from heaven.
Do you want to introduce
Then he
people
quit
who are at
because
the
he was
table?
pissed off at Dustin.
So yeah, here we are at our year-end annual
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Matt. Our annual year-end wrap-up.
Anal wrap.
That goes along with my present.
We've been doing this for whoa.
I brought the right president.
We've been doing this
I did too.
for how many years now, guys? 5, 6 years, 7, 8?
Yeah, but we have a new element this year
we do have a new element.
that we've never done, I don't think.
Thanks to Jeff, he brought it up to
Yep.
play.
Good
Yep.
thinking.
We have a white elephant we're going to do towards the end of the show.
That's
That's
racist.
going to be ridiculous.
I stole it
I have a
from
feeling.
the freak who stole it from the ticket.
So, there we go.
Well, White Elephant Day.
No, but they actually did a White Elephant gift exchange
they
on one
did?
of the shows on White Elephant Day.
We should do a White Elephant Day podcast wise. What the ticket does? Did the freak do it too?
We
Or
just-
No,
changed-
no. They
didn't?
just
What,
They
we
took
just
the
changed all our
time
stuff?
off. I
They
think.
just had all the shows.
Yeah, all of them. Right. But we should do that. We should do a White Elephant Day podcast.
Shake up all the podcasts?
mhm.
That'd be fun.
But I do a single show, so they'd be like one person would have to do my show by themselves.
yeah,
It-
Hey,
it-
that's just luck of the
I'll
draw.
do your show, and then you
Well, no,
and
everybody would have to draw. We'd have to like.
Yeah,
Oh,
we would have to
yeah.
draw. It'd
Draw.
just be a White Elephant gift. But now they do this draft thing.
That'd be wild.
The
We should do
ticket
that.
does. They do a draft now.
That's because there's 3
everybody-
people on a team basically,
Right.
or whatever for the
Right.
show.
We could do a draft.
Yeah, we could totally do a draft.
Do it on Thanksgiving,
Yeah, totally.
and then this week,
We figure it out.
yeah, we'd figure it out like everything else.
except for like me, who has like one person, and like Andrew Turner, who has like one person.
No, we just take
That's
over the
all right.
shows.
Yeah, no, that's okay because
Yeah.
you would just go on like you would the 2-person show. You would like it might be you and Stubbs doing me and Ivy. Show.
I'm just saying it wouldn't work as a draft. It would have to just be like a drawing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
old
we'd have to
school
draw it.
White Elephant.
Yeah,
yeah,
totally.
we do
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there you go. So
But that's
here
not
we
what
are.
we're doing today. We're doing an actual White Elephant gift exchange
We're
on
getting
the show.
praise in the chat room about last week's show. We got a lot of praise
Oh,
this
so
week about
cute.
last
Last
week's
show was
pretty
good.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
Last
our
week's show was
social
fun.
media was going through the roof because of Whiskey Dick.
Yeah, it was
Like
fun
that
times.
night.
Yeah, that night was a little wild, and then a lot of messages, a lot of text, a lot of posts, and everything. It
Did
was
you go
really
to
cool.
that show?
I did.
How was it?
We'll get into that when we get when
Oh,
we
you got it
start.
in
You
the
know,
notes.
yeah,
Okay,
we'll get
yeah,
into that.
yeah.
Where'd they play
Alright.
at?
Broncos.
Oh, okay. I walked into Broncos working one night.
You
and
have
they
a
were
story
playing.
about that place?
I do.
Nice.
I'm just teasing
It-
you.
So-
I love you.
It's just the reason I don't like doing stand up while bands are playing because these guys in this band, Fifth Son, they've been around.
Blood of the
They're
Sun?
like, come do stand up. I met them at a sword show. Anyways,
Sword show.
like, come do
I
the
love
sword.
The sword. Yeah.
Like, we're
Yeah,
doing a
not
show
like
at Broncos.
Like a
Come do some jokes in between our break. And I was like, okay. And I did. It sucked ass. And one of their friends was just heckling me the entire time. And he gets off stage like, man, that was great. I was like, what was great? You didn't fucking hear a word I said because you kept fucking heckling me. He's like, ah, that's great, man.
That's
I'm
why
like,
it was great.
no, I'm angry and you're laughing still, but whatever. I think I made
Yeah,
it by
Brewer
nature.
tried it with Metallica, didn't he?
And
For a
it
while?
worked.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's also a name.
Yeah, people know
When
who
you're
it is.
nobody playing for nobodies.
Yeah.
It
All right,
sucks.
so back up to where we're supposed to be.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
I'm-
Tuesday.
I'm right where I'm
We
supposed to
are. We're doing our end of year wrap up show, which will consist of a whole bunch of lists, a couple of stories here and there, and of course now this White Elephant exchange. But we need to introduce everybody, and we're going to start from radio left to right. As I look over to the left, go ahead and introduce your voice
I'm Ivy.
and where are you from.
What podcast are you with?
Oh, Fort Worth Famous.
This is the only time Ivy will come to the temple per year.
Once
a
a
year.
year. Only time I get
Once a
invited
year.
to the temple.
You're invited. You can come over whenever you
No,
want.
I never get invited.
You can come. It's
Oh.
like an open door policy with you.
Yeah,
You just come in.
I literally messaged him and be like, any room this week? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're telling me the truth.
Yeah.
Well, I might have to take you up on that.
There you go. It's open door policy.
Nice.
And then you are.
I'm Brian Brackenridge. I'm a stand-up comic, and
You do a podcast that.
I haven't done one in a long time, but yeah, I do. I technically have uploaded some episodes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now in the next seat we have Skip Redstone, who's not here yet.
Uh-oh. I think Ivy's triggered by Skip Redstone, which is it's a natural reaction to Skip
It is.
Redstone.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Skip Redstone.
Raise your hand.
Everybody
if you've been
raise their
personally
hand.
victimized
Raise
by
your hand
Matt
if you don't know what that
Thomas.
means.
Everybody again, raise their hand.
In Vegas.
New York.
I
Yeah.
thought he gave
So
you a
Skip.
massage.
That's personally
After
victimized.
In the next seat we have.
I'm Jeffrey Lord from the Funky Town podcast.
Woo.
There you are. And we know who you are.
Yes.
And then.
I am Susie with Fort Worth Famous.
Yeah. So we have a completely full temple tonight. Like I had to add an extra chair and an extra mic and headphones.
We had to put stuff up in
over
the
this
attic.
work. We had to put stuff up in the attic.
Move
Well, that
some
was for the
bodies.
gift exchange.
We had to
the
move some
dick's
bodies
gone.
and stuff.
It's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I only come here once a year.
Would you like the dick?
That dick's gone too.
No, it's up there.
No, I'm
You're gonna get a call from HR.
I'm fine, thank you.
Haven't you watched your?
So I want to bring the show down right here at the beginning and just I want to do a little. We need to pour one out.
Obama.
Wow.
No, 6 years since we lost Carrie Fisher. Just want to give a
Today?
yeah.
to the
okay.
Princess Leia. Yeah.
To
So
Princess Leia.
to Princess Leia.
Where do I pour it out at? This is a nice little.
I mean, we
shed
just
you
kind of
have here.
cheer each other to
Oh, okay.
to the great Carrie Fisher.
Rest in peace for a real one.
Now I've got things set up a little different. I'm going to try this.
Okay.
We're gonna
Shoot the
Watch.
garbage. Shoot the shit.
we're gonna do that at the beginning of the show here.
Nice. Okay.
I want to talk about Friday
Thanks,
night
Brian.
because half of us in this room went to an Itchy Richie Christmas,
Oh yeah.
and it was an interesting evening.
Oh boy.
It was cool.
Oh boy. Thomas was there also, which he's not here to comment on it yet. But what do you think, Jeff?
Well, first, so across the street from that building is the Fire Station Community Center, which my son goes to after school every day. And when you go in that building, it was like the first fire station in that area. Now it's no longer a fire station; they added on to it and put a gym, but they got all the cool old pictures of it
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So right across the street from it is like this great big old church, and I've always been like, it's such a great building. Behind that is where this place was like part of that church building, like the back part of it. Maybe like it was the fellowship hall or something.
I did go into the chapel on
Did-
Friday night.
did
to
you?
check it out? Seeing if they were doing any sacrifices.
The
They
Fellowship
weren't.
Hall, that's
Or
where they
bad
had
things.
Wednesday night dinner.
Something, yeah. It was
Yeah, that's
something.
good stuff.
It was
set
like it
up
was
at-
the gym for sure. The gym with a stage.
Jim.
It was cool, and because they had a real,
Gym.
the real tall stage. It's like what, probably 3 feet, 4 feet high.
Yeah.
You know, like a school
Classic.
or whatever. Then the big open space with everybody had all the tables set out. You know, so it was it felt kind of fancy.
Well, because there were white linen tablecloths on all of the tables.
Oh wow.
It felt like
That's that's part of the factor, I think,
yeah.
that threw me off the whole
Yeah.
night.
And everybody was, and like all the different bands were kind of dressed nice.
Well,
That
it
could have
was
been it.
it was that itchy guy's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of thrown off the whole night.
I got him a back
'Cause
scratcher.
I wanted a big rockin' show. I needed something to get my testosterone
No.
going and to get, all, yeah, rock and roll. But it was weird with white linen tables and everybody sitting down and kids all up in front of the stage and
Oh, I loved
running
it, man.
around. And
Because
it was strange to me. I needed, after the week I had, I needed some rock and metal in my face.
I guess so, because I was the exact opposite. I was sitting at the table, and so right before Itchy plays, he has a couple of boys that are, one's I think 8 and 1 10, so they're on both sides of my son, and then his daughter's 15, and then, but there was like a bunch of girls up there from like, I don't know what, like 5 or 6 to like 10 or 11, and they're all doing somersaults and back bends, and it was so cute.
Yeah,
And,
it was adorable.
No,
and they
that
had
was
this
adorable.
whole, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not what we normally see
Here, I'll
when
get
we
it,
go
Jeff.
to when we go to a show.
Yeah, it's not the norm for when we go to a show.
No, not at all. And I think that's
Yeah.
why I
I had a
liked
good
it.
time too, and Big Heaven was great. They're
Mhm.
always so good, and Stephanie Benjamin is. I mean, they're all wonderful musicians, but Stephanie Benjamin, like she was wearing just kind of layers of asymmetric dresses, and then these sparkly booties, and
Her sparkly boots were awesome.
yeah, she just looked great.
Sparkly boots.
Yeah, they were rhinestoned completely from top to bottom.
Were they Betsy Johnson?
Oh, possibly.
Did you ask her?
No, I didn't ask her. I just complimented her on them.
How am I supposed to buy them if you don't ask people?
Well, I'll ask. I will
They
ask.
were fabulous. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Fabulous. They were
like
great.
you would see them
Yeah.
playing, and my eyes would just go to her feet, and I'd just be like,
Dude.
and
They're
I'm not
like
a foot
disco
person.
balls on their
And,
feet.
and Mandy,
But it
Mandy
was. It
was,
was like
wearing
shoes
this like,
like that.
blue, maybe wool or velvet. I can't remember the material right now.
It looked
This-
like a graduation
a
gown.
cape. No, it was like a
Ooh.
full
Or
on.
like a
It
throw.
was great cape.
Nice.
It was so
Way over
like a
on-
excellent.
poncho.
No, it was an
No.
actual honest to God cape. It was
I
so
love it.
cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, she looked great. Yeah. It was, and they were so much fun.
But it did feel like
They
kind of like
always
a
are.
family thing. It felt kind of like it was a family's birthday party / Christmas party.
Yeah.
It was a good night for Dad Rock.
You know.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
definitely
definitely
Dad
good.
Rock
It was
for
Dad Rock.
sure.
For
Still
sure.
Dad Rock vibes.
Yeah.
Thomas is into the room.
Greetings, everyone.
He's
So
in
what
the
was
chat.
I told you I'd be late.
We know. We
And you
know.
were. You did
But
have-
it was an interesting, fun evening. And then
and I like all the
afterwards,
bands that played, and I think everybody did really well as far as it sounded
You're
good in there.
absolutely right, Trash
Benjamin
Pockets.
Napier was running the sound.
Is that a normal venue? Like, are they going to have regular shows there now?
I think
or
they
what's going
want
on
to.
there?
They
they-
do
yeah.
regular dance lessons there, swing dance lessons if you want to take your lady.
Yeah.
and the guy, what did he say he
Oh,
was?
it's
The
the late
bartender
90s
said
now?
he was.
Oh,
The,
the event manager.
yeah, he's the event manager, and also a preacher there.
Yeah.
but he was running a bar,
God's place.
so you could.
Is he a,
you could
is he a
buy
preacher
drinks
there
and
as well?
That's what he
I may
said.
have to visit that church.
Yeah, no, he was a pretty cool dude. I really liked him.
Did
a
he
lot.
kind of have like a like island accent?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was like a black dude with like a bright pink goatee.
Yeah.
And then
He
he
had
had
a
like
dime bag goatee.
And then he had like this, like kind of like what you want, man. Kind of. It was like it was very cool. It was like this
Okay.
is a weird cat. You know.
I wanted to get into a Pantera conversation with him.
It was so funny though.
I saw that
'cause
guy working the bar. Yeah.
We were looking like at the whiskeys that they had available, and I was like, I don't know how any of these are, but like we'll just mix it with Coke. And he's like, you want to taste? Heck yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So it sounds like some hardcore shows could go on here. Like it sounds like a
Yeah, they could.
Unitarian
Like
church.
God's Place, yeah.
Unitarian
The
church.
The
kinda
Door.
play.
Yeah, maybe
The
so.
Door.
No,
That's
that's what I'm
Door
saying.
of
Maybe I
Fort
should go
Worth.
check this place out because that's the kind of churches I like.
Fort Worth Door.
going to.
We'll get
Yeah.
Ozone in there.
We get kids stage diving. That'd be that'd be kinda
Although
cool.
what I find about this venue being called the Southside Preservation Hall, it doesn't look like the outside has been preserved very well.
The inside has been.
Well, that's
Yes.
why you need to donate.
Well, I would have joined y'all, but I went to the mall. And I got
On
emergency
Friday
parent duty as well.
What,
so-
Parks Mall?
Yes. How'd you know?
Because that's the
Did
one
you
closest
almost
to your house.
die?
Right? Huh?
I know. The
No,
Friday
it was
before
it
Christmas.
was weird
Right.
because for the first time the mall looked alive, and
That mall's always jumping
Parks
pretty.
Yeah.
Mall is usually
but I'll
pretty
tell you what,
lively.
the police presence was insane. Like
Yeah,
they had
they also usually have
right, they had police in we went in Dillard's, the entrance to Dillard's, and there were people. There were police not only in the different departments of the store, like throughout the mall, they were everywhere, but they had police just sitting there hanging out in each department that I guess they felt could get knocked off
Well, I've seen a bunch of TikTok videos from there where people are fighting and shooting each other and
from
stuff.
the
so-
Parks Mall.
Yeah.
I was wondering that. I was gonna
Yeah.
text you that night and say, hey,
There was
is
like-
the Parks Mall gotten crazy?
A month ago, there was
Yeah.
like a giant brawl, like
Really?
20 or 30 people
Yeah.
just beating the shit out of each other.
That must have been why there were so many police officers.
It's
there,
like
but
Hewlin Mall now.
Yeah,
Well, sometimes they do
did
have
you hear-
hockey games on that rink. So.
Yeah, they do have hockey.
That'd be great.
Did you hear about
Take it to the rink.
Hewlin on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Shoving his camera up under a
Yeah.
women's
He had a
stall.
gun
Yeah, but
or
he was
something?
dressed like a woman. Goes into
Oh,
the
yeah.
girls' restroom.
He had a
whatever.
gun too, didn't he, or
Well,
something?
they
or-
chased him outside. And he had
heck?
a pepper ball gun.
Yeah.
But it was enough to get.
Jeez.
That's a good way to get shot.
The cops called on
right.
him, and I mean, I
Yeah.
think he was arrested for like aggravated assault
aggravated
or
sexual
something,
assault.
in with the weapon or whatever.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
yeah,
they
he's
chased
got
him down.
he has a rap sheet too. I heard. Too.
Yeah, he
Like,
was-
He's,
he
he's
was
a
already like a-
repeat
Long as
offender
my
that
arm.
had been.
So
had
what,
been
what
released.
1980s comedy did this guy come out of? With that kind of like,
I know with pepper spray.
did he have mirrors on his shoes too?
Ew.
After
Yeah.
the Itchy Richie show, Susie and I met Jesse and Uncle Tony over at the Whiskey Dick show.
Dude, I love
At
Uncle Tony.
Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that
Oh,
was the
yeah.
first time I met him.
Yeah,
And,
Tony's really cool.
He's
He used
the
to come to
best.
Steadfast shows all the time. He was
Yeah.
Jesse's #1 supporter.
Yeah.
But it was a good night with the Dick boys. It's a little cold, but being back in
was cold
Broncos,
that
sitting
night,
in
huh?
the
That's
booth.
what I'm going to call the roster from now on.
The Dick Boys. Yeah.
Did
I
anyone
like it.
play with them, or did they play all
Clever.
night, or what?
It was just them. They did their hour and a
Yeah.
half. But it was back up in the booths like the old school Thursdays.
I got
hanging out.
nachos.
How's it look?
It was
Watching.
delicious. Looks
same
the
shit?
same.
Dude, same shit. Broncos will never change. It's so good.
Did you go do cocaine in the kitchen? Like
Not
normal?
this time.
Oh, okay.
Went to the bathroom. But yeah, it was a good time. And man, they sounded so freaking good.
I'm
Did they?
telling you, Fritz has the
And
voice
tight.
of an
Oh, his
angel.
voice is awesome.
Yeah.
Like this is probably like the most full and tight that I've heard them in a long time. And
I
it
think
was good.
Fritz
It was
also
really,
he
really
sounds
good.
better when he's sober. Like
Yeah.
last time I saw him, he
I've
wasn't
only
sober.
ever seen him sober.
Yeah, so you've got
Yeah.
he was amazing drunk, but sober he's
Drunk as
next
hell.
level.
No, it was really,
It was
really
great.
cool. The first time I saw them, I was at the Rail Club and
Doing rails.
doing
Wow.
rails. And I didn't stay for very long, and I was so flabbergasted by what I had just seen that I wiped it out of my memory. And so watching them again, I was like, "Dang, they are so good, so good." It's amazing.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Mhm.
Fun time. And
I'm
man,
sorry
they
I
were,
missed it.
They were reaching back, man.
okay.
They were
They did 9-inch clitoris.
They were playing
They were
stuff
going way
from
back from-
Steadfast.
Yeah.
First Class White Trash, way back. You
Oh,
know,
really?
Pulling stuff off. Yeah.
They
about
played
Ro-
Steadfast.
Yeah.
What'd they
yeah,
play?
They played Backdoor to Heaven.
Oh, did
Check
they?
us out.
Also-
Awesome.
Class of is
You should
the
have recorded
actual
that.
title.
Class of, and they
Yeah.
were no, I didn't know they were going to go into it, but between songs, Johnson started playing the riff,
Yeah.
and then looked over at Jesse and was like,
Gave him
Fritz
the
goes,
old
"You know
head
what
nod.
that is?"
Yeah.
And Jesse's like, "Yeah, I know what that is. It's engraved in the back of my head."
Yeah, he's all, "It's right back here, right here."
And I was like, "This is gonna happen. This is fucking gonna happen. I'm gonna get to see it live again."
But I was at the Parks Mall.
But you were at the Parks Mall. I was waiting for you to just swing in and be like,
Hey guys,
"Let's go."
Let's do this.
And I and my kid, that's the reason why I couldn't go to Broncos because
Yeah, you should have come up. It was great.
she's not 21 yet, though.
How old is she now?
Almost.
16?
Yeah.
You can
Mine
dri-
started driving, and she got a car this week, which
Ooh.
Oh,
you
nice.
you would be you probably have felt this. My anxiety level has gone through the roof in the last 2 weeks. It's like
Not at all.
I keep texting her. I keep texting her all the time, like,
Grape
"Hey,
juice?
it's getting cold, so look out for sprinkler systems that might have gotten left open." Da da da. I was like, "Hey, what kind of gas are you putting in your car? Is it unleaded? Is it high octane or whatever?"
What a dad.
And my like Lane, like to this now, she's just like, "Yes, Dad." In her text, I can hear her sarcasm.
Make sure you turn the car over when
Right.
it's cold. You don't
Right,
want
right.
to, you know.
I was like, "Don't drive upset. If you're angry or mad, just try
don't think
try
I
to
did
stay
any of that. Did I do
stay
any of that?
not behind the wheel."
No.
It's probably a dad thing. but-
Actually, we were driving
My dad
through
didn't
a
really say anything to
storm on our way home from San Antonio, and I was
you
like,
made
"Ivy,
me drive.
yeah." I was all, "Ivy, can you
Couldn't
drive?"
even see like
I
a
can't
foot
stop.
in front of
It's
you.
like I hear there's a fire or something close to a highway that's by their
Time to
house, and I'm like, "Hey, you might want to watch out. And maybe take some back roads. Watch out for these idiots that are speeding too much because they're pissed because the highway's
Good
closed."
Lord.
You sound like my oldest brother. That is
That's-
funny.
It's out of control.
They're
The
like-
anxiety level, though,
And don't be looking at your phone
you'll,
whenever you're
you'll
driving.
experience pretty
Right,
soon.
yeah.
too.
Sorry, I'm
Don't
texting
it's
you
don't
right
text
insane.
her
now.
It's like-
while she's driving.
I'm about to go to the doctor and specifically ask for a prescription of Xanax,
I thought
and just because, just because of the driving thing. It's driving me nuts.
Ha.
No
No
pun
You're
intended.
No pun
so
intended.
cute.
Should have bought her a bus pass.
I should have.
Jesus.
I should have bought her a horse.
Well, I thought I was
Look
going
at
somewhere
my
else.
horse.
So Saturday we had Cowboys versus Phillies, a weird Saturday game for the
Boy,
Cowboys.
they tried to blow it.
And tried to give it away. That was a fun game to watch. Nerve wracking. It looks like it's going to be the last home game of the season, unless we make it to the
Fine. The last game, right?
the NFC
NFC
championship. And it was bittersweet because this was the Christmas game where all of us do exchange cards and letters, and we write stuff to each other, and they do a white elephant
Did
thing.
Jerry send you some kind of
Yeah.
special note?
All of us in the
I appreciate
administration
$5
exchange
off in the
gifts
gift
with
shop.
each other, and I got a new R&B jacket, which freaking rules. I should have worn it out here. I didn't even think about it. It's freaking badass.
R&B is rhythm and blues.
Yeah, the rhythm blues jacket. But they did the halftime performance, which was fun with the cheerleaders. So a lot of running around on the field and doing that at halftime. But that game was ridiculous. And what sucked is when games are that close, you're not leaving.
Mm-mm. No.
It took me 2 hours to leave to get from there to the
Holy-
stadium.
Well, everybody was
from
in
there to
party
home.
mode anyway, so it was probably cram packed.
Dude, no one wanted to leave.
Yeah,
Dude,
they were all
there
Period.
were
about the
so many
party.
people on my flight on Thursday. I met so many people who were coming to Dallas specifically for the game.
What'd you think about
Really?
today
Yeah.
and the flights that got canceled from Southwest
That's in the,
Airlines?
Oh, I
Is
heard
it in
about
the
that.
notes?
That's in the show notes.
right, we'll wait to
I
get those.
wanted to talk about that once we got to it. And then so that was Saturday. Sunday was Christmas. Everybody get what they want?
I
Yes.
did.
Mostly.
Uh-oh.
Got a new hamper.
I got a butter dish.
Well, I wish for nuclear
Got 2
war.
butter
and it
dishes.
hasn't happened yet.
That's good because I wish we didn't go to nuclear war. So I got what I wanted.
Well, you need to
really?
keep wishing every list because mine's always going to be there. In this now.
I wish for an easy way out.
Dustin.
It didn't happen.
You have a whole cabinet full
I
of
ran
those.
out of the gas in the garage in my car.
Yeah, the car
It
died.
didn't happen.
I didn't know you were supposed to close the garage door all the way.
It's as new as
I left it cracked a little
it
bit.
was his new electric car. The battery died.
It's Tesla.
Will
He's
this
just
work?
sitting in
Will this
there
work?
waiting
Will
for it
this
to
work?
happen.
The battery dies. He's like, "Come on, man."
Have you used either of your new appliances?
No.
Darn. I was going to ask you how they were.
Well, I've only been home for one day.
Yeah.
So
True.
From Tulsa, right? Or Oklahoma?
yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
Got cold on your way up?
Freezing cold. It's always great to be
It happened
jam
here,
packed
too.
with like 1 million people in one house.
How
You
cold
can't
was it
go
in
anywhere.
Oklahoma?
I'm sorry.
How cold did it get up there?
Like 4 degrees.
That's
Ugh.
not
Jesus.
no bueno.
Yeah.
What about wind chill?
I have no. I didn't want to
Negative
look.
something.
Didn't want to look.
At that point, you just
No.
put your beer outside, right?
Well, yeah. We
You didn't lick
so
your
we
fingers
got some.
outside, be like,
we got some drinks for dinner, and like when we got back from because they were all on sale at Walmart, so we put them out. We put them outside, and then my
Right, I
uncle
would
was
too.
like, "Bring those back inside before they freeze." Like, so no, it was fun. It was a good time.
So when is it when your piss turns to ice?
It's down
like-
around there.
Because I heard Montana got down to negative 50. Is that where it
Yeah,
happens?
That's where it happens.
There's
Yellowstone.
just
That'll
like-
do it probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but
You've had your piss turned to
on
ice flakes.
Was it Thursday when the bottom fell out?
Yes.
I did pee on the ground beside my truck, and like that, it was frozen.
Yeah.
Like it was super fast.
Damn.
So back to Christmas.
Was it yellow? Was it yellow?
Katie hosted for the
No,
first
no.
time.
It was
Oh, did
yellow.
she?
Yeah, she cooked a ham.
I'm not that healthy.
And
Oh.
she made mashed
It
potatoes
was blood red.
and these green beans that were so delicious. She
She did a good
Nick
job.
did a great job hosting. It was really fun.
What's this, your Christmas meal? What'd y'all have? What was the main course?
It was
Ham, potatoes, green
potatoes.
beans.
Just
I had
Where have
brisket.
you been?
I had brisket too.
Yeah. I had a good brisket too.
Yeah,
had a
I had
really
pot
good
With my
roast.
dad, we
charcuterie
have
board.
tacos.
That was my food.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
had it
can't-
been at my house, we would have had chicken
You
enchiladas.
can't fail with
Mhm.
fajitas and tacos on Christmas.
Chicken
Yes.
enchiladas.
That's nice
we had
too.
chicken enchilada. Tracy made them.
She did good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I had a TV dinner, but I didn't go to Applebee's. So-
Ah, all right. So
win.
there's a
I
win.
Thank God.
nearly
Yeah.
texted you and was like,
You had Applebee's?
when you go to Applebee's, when you go get our quarter beers
Oh boy.
and our 50-cent mixed drinks.
And was it 2 for 22 entrees?
It was something stupid. Like,
Yeah.
pick any two, it's $20.
Yeah, we don't care. You've picked me up from there before
Sure have.
on a holiday.
Applebee's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure
I
have.
had a
That was old
2-year
Stubbs.
stint. That was unwoke Stubbs.
I don't want to relive that.
Right. What'd you have, Thomas? You had brisket. What'd
Yeah,
you get?
I
What'd you have
brisket too.
for Christmas
Pot roast.
meal?
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh,
That's a good
yum.
one.
one.
Pot roast is good.
Breckenridge.
Oh.
Do you need anything?
Katie made
there's
the
ham,
glazed carrots.
You can't
a
go wrong with ham.
chicken, oniony, cheesy
Sounds
dip.
delicious.
As someone called it, I was like, dip? I'm just eating with the fork, but
Yeah.
that, mashed potatoes, and
Yeah, mashed potatoes is
Something else,
one
but-
of my faves.
I like ham and potatoes on Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I only ate sides. at
Anybody
Katie's
have any
house.
tamales?
Yeah, I actually had some too.
I have some in the
I
house
didn't have
still.
any.
our
but-
first
I
year's
love
not out.
That's a
tamales.
tradition in Texas.
Mhm.
I got tamales in the house.
Yeah, my
I've
mom
been
brought
eating
'em.
them all week.
Did
They're
you get
good.
them from a little vendor, or did you go to Taco Bueno and just get the
Hell yeah.
with the cheesecake?
Cardona, which is over there by
Okay.
Meacham Field. They're only
Yeah.
open.
Cheesecake
You know,
churros.
I know
they-
of this place.
You know of it, yeah.
Mhm.
They're only open for lunchtime hours, 11:30 to 2:30, but they're a big manufacturer for tortillas and store bought tamales and all that crap here locally. And yeah, their lunches are amazing. If we're working by there, we'll always eat there.
Mm.
But their chips are amazing, and then their tamales, they were just selling like hotcakes.
I like that
People coming
Texas
there and buying.
tradition.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that one.
Yeah,
I
I
am
told
too.
Zoe was acting ugly, and I told her I was gonna get her some tamales for Christmas, so she'd have something to unwrap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Straighten up.
Sweet little
Yeah.
Zoe. She
I'm gonna
could-
learn how to make tamales. I think.
I heard they're really hard. I heard it is not easy.
It's a long process.
Is it as hard as
Yeah.
sushi?
I don't know.
I heard
haven't
sushi
You have
heard
to
it's
get
that
the
difficult.
leaves right.
Yeah, you got like what 3
Mhm.
ingredients? Your meat,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
masa,
masa.
masa,
Yeah, and the leaf.
And the leaf, but that's
and
the
the corn
hard
husk or
part.
whatever the fuck
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
corn
corn
husk.
And then the
You're
part you
absolutely
don't
right.
eat, which
Yeah.
is like, thanks for that.
And then yesterday was Monday, and most of the world had the day off.
I worked.
Yep.
And it was completely chaos.
I had it off.
Was it
but now
chaos?
today's
I
been
stayed in the
chaos.
cute little bubble in my apartment.
I'm off
Well-
until January 3rd. So.
Trash didn't
nice.
run right.
Your whole company is apparently.
Same for me. I've had last week off and this week off.
That's what the problem
Unpaid.
is. They need to get Matt Thomas back to work.
That's right.
See these people in the
All
air.
right. So if we're gonna, that's the next thing down here on this list. If we're gonna dribble down to this, what the fuck is going on with Southwest Airlines? 70 flights on.
He's off. He's been on vacation.
70%.
He doesn't know. He's not
It was
checking
over
his emails.
70% of flights on Sunday
What does Matt do?
and
So
then
it could catch me
or
up.
Monday, and then
He's IT.
60%.
He works for
today.
Braniff.
Oh, I remember.
I know
Brandon.
that because I've watched sitcoms.
I like that every other airline in the country is just kind of snickering, going, "Pfft, "You thought you were up here with the big
So,
boys, and you're not."
okay,
Well,
no,
they have
so
been
my,
for years and years and years and years. They're always a good. I always like
my brother was
Southwest. They're always like
explaining
one
to
of the
me
top.
I do too.
why it
One of the top
happened.
airlines and that kind of stuff.
My brother also works for Southwest. He's a flight attendant, and so when flights get canceled, planes get snowed in on the East Coast or whatever, the plane that needs to be in Salt Lake City for me to get home to Texas isn't going to be there because it's stuck in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to find other planes to get to where they need to be, and then there's flight crews. They can only fly for so many hours, and so
And it's the end of the
they-
month
yeah,
because of the hour.
and they
hour
have
thing.
to, so they can't be available, and then so they're trying to get crews to different places, and
You had weather
it's-
too.
yeah, no, it's a total mess. So when he was trying to get me home, he was like, "Okay, your flight's been canceled," and then he was like, "All right, I can get you. I'm going to send you through San Diego, then up to Sacramento, then you're going to go through Las Vegas, then I can get you home."
I just stayed
Down
in
to
Vegas a
Phoenix
few
and
I
days
over
ended,
to-
I ended up
till we're done.
buying a plane ticket because I was like, I can't not be there because my family's all going up to Oklahoma, so I have to get home.
Oh, this was
yeah.
Christmas
this
yeah,
travel.
this was
Okay.
It was
Thursday.
before. Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is we should move this commercialized pagan holiday to like June or July
No.
when it's nice and sunny and we don't have to
We
worry
do it
about
in
blizzards.
August when Jesus
I used
was
to celebrate
April
Christmas in
when
April.
July.
Jesus was
A
really
day-long
born.
thunderstorm's
job.
the worst of your work.
I'm saying
Right.
I think we should be socialist and just nationalize the airlines.
Hey, there you go.
Ooh.
Make it
Make it
American
free to
Airlines.
everyone.
Make it American Airlines, and that's it.
Freedom
All
flies.
Isn't there the
Yeah.
countries that have
Flies.
just like like in
Did you like
Lufthansa
that?
Air,
I'm
whatever, just
done.
Germany? Like
That was
that's
No,
their-
the
strictly
only
for
place you can
Thomas.
go
They're
overseas
German
is
based.
like,
I mean, I wouldn't
uh,
really
more.
do that.
You can go to Ukraine.
I was trying to be
free.
of course.
I have flown twice in my
You
life.
go to
What
Malaysia,
the fuck are you all
get your
talking about?
Twice, really?
You've only flown
Twice.
You've only
twice?
flown
You've only
twice?
flown twice?
Where were they? Where to?
Please tell me
When
somewhere
I was
good.
a young kid, my family, we
Salt
flew
Lake
to
City,
New
Utah.
Orleans and then rented a car and went to Destin, Florida, which we went to a lot
Okay,
as a
all
kid.
right.
And
Wait,
then I
wait, wait,
flew
wait, wait,
Louis
wait, wait,
from...
Armstrong's a great airport.
From Texas, from like Dallas, you flew to New Orleans and then drove to
I've,
Destin.
I've done it.
Yeah, they rented
done
a
that.
car. And
And the flight's the same distance. The flight time is the
And-
same as the drive time from New Orleans to Destin.
And
Just to
I
get on the
flew
plane for the hell of
home
it.
from Orlando to DFW.
Okay.
That's it. So I don't know what you guys are.
Orlando's airport's a
I
beauty.
just
I
have to
feel like I
assume
fly a
all this
lot.
talk, all this airport talk, because I'm like, oh,
Well, so do
that's
I, too.
crazy, right?
Where's the farthest from
Yeah.
Tejas that you've been?
Daytona Beach for a
You-
hot
and you
second
drove there?
while
You drove?
in Orlando. Yeah, my best friend went to film school in right outside
How
Orlando.
has
Wait, hold
Breckenridge
on.
not been to New York?
Brian?
You'd love that.
Oh, I
Here's the
love New
sad
York.
history of my travels. I've been as
I just went there
west
last year. I
as
don't know why I'm
Possum
talking.
Kingdom Lake, as
Oh,
north
no.
as Tulsa to go see a hardcore show, as
I don't
south
feel so
as
bad.
let's say Houston or Austin, whichever one's more
You've
south.
never left the country.
Houston.
And I touched the Atlantic Ocean when I was like, we got to hit the beach while we move my buddy out to film school. We're in Orlando. I'm like, I got to touch the beach for a hot second. So we went to Daytona Beach, went on the beach for like 20 minutes. Guy approached us to sell us drugs. And we're just like, let's go ahead and go.
You've never
we
seen
left.
the Pacific? or touch
No,
the Pacific.
unless the Pacific reaches Possum
But you've
Kingdom.
never been
Some
on
weird
Does the
way.
Pacific feed
Some
into Possum
channels,
Kingdom? I don't
some
know.
weird
I think it
channels
does.
and
I think
stuff.
it does.
Maybe it
Eventually,
does.
it could get there.
Trust
Yeah.
me, it's no
Depends
fear
on
of
what you're
traveling
on.
or flying. I'm just cheap and lazy, and so
I am determined to use
I guess
my
I just
passport
figured with
next
all the
year.
shows, the comedy
2023,
shows you've
you're
done and
using my
stuff,
passport.
that
I got my
maybe you've
passport this
been
year, so that I would have it just
to
in
more
case.
places than me.
But now
No.
I'm just doing it.
I have
I hear
to send mine
Watauga's
in. I have to
cool
send mine
in the
in
summer.
for a
Waxahachie.
renewal.
Waxahachie.
I want to do that thing where you just go onto
Been
Hopper
there.
or whatever and see what the cheapest flight is to, it could be Morocco, it could be Bora Bora, it could be what's a city in Mexico? I don't know.
Waxahachie.
She's not Mexican.
Waxahachie, man.
That could be.
Tijuana.
So yeah,
Tijuana.
Drag racing in Waxahachie.
Southwest
man.
is getting shit on all day today on all the news
I
channels.
saw it on
and-
TikTok too.
Yeah, and people are pissed, and now
There's a
they're telling
TikTok
people.
too.
And people are saying like they're not going to get to go home until after New Year's. And the Allen
Just
High
enjoy where you're
School
at.
football team was
Was
stuck
stuck
in
in
Chicago
Chicago.
Oh shit.
until like it's after New Year's till they can come home. They didn't even celebrate
Originally, it was
Christmas
the
with their family.
27th.
Or
and
you
now
can
it's-
just
Why
book
you don't
another
travel
flight.
during
Right,
these
just
times?
get
You're
a
really that
different flight.
upset.
Well,
just book
and
another
why are
flight.
they-
that
stuck.
is what a lot of people like. There was a group.
Jesus wasn't even born now.
That's what
Abby
I just said.
I know.
It's a
Let's
spring
move
birth.
it.
Yeah, move it to
We could
March,
switch it.
assholes.
There was
Come
a
on.
Switch
Everybody's-
Easter and Christmas.
I think
You're
there was a
combine it
group
with
of
Easter.
like
You're
like
celebrating
8
Nimrod's
people.
birthday.
eight
Yeah.
people who their flight was canceled, and they were like, "Let's go rent a van." So they rented a van together, pulled their money for gas, and they drove the 10 hours to wherever they were supposed to be flying to.
And the mom found Kevin in
Were
the
they
end.
all strangers?
Yeah, it was a
They
polka
met-
band.
They
Yeah.
met with
Like
the
Kenosha
flight
Kickers.
cancellation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they were just strangers, and they were like,
Met
"Let's
That's a
some new
wild
people.
story.
yeah."
Especially when it
Were they
turned
strangers
into an
on a
orgy.
train?
No.
On a bus.
Strangers
They
on
did
a
cap
train.
stab
On a
'em.
van.
Yeah, strangers in a van.
Strangers on a train.
How do we get more ice?
We
It's just right
go
there.
up to
It's
the
got to go
thing,
below 32.
'cause
I
I'd
can
like
hook
some
you
of
up.
yours. I would like some also, please.
I can hook you up as well, I think.
The other thing, real quick, I had in stuff was I wanted to talk about this last week, but we were in crazy whiskey dick land. P22. Are you a fan of P22?
Is that the cat?
The mountain lion that runs the Hollywood Hills in
Oh, I've
LA?
heard about that.
I
I
had
didn't know
no
about
idea about this.
Okay,
I
so
thought they
there's
had one in
been
Frisco or something.
for years. There's been this mountain lion. It's pretty big that runs through the Hollywood Hills and through all the valleys and stuff. And it had a tracker, and they've been watching it, letting it just live its own life. Over the course, it has attacked some dogs, some small little dogs and stuff, but it was pretty much protected. Well, it
attacked the wrong dog.
No, they think what happened was a couple of weeks ago got hit by a vehicle,
Oh.
and they had to euthanize it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's
sad.
caused like
Harambe level uproar.
yeah, like
It's not that sad because they never gave it a name. I'm just
Harambe
like,
P22.
lives forever.
That's not a name.
P22.
So
I'm trying to.
Yes, it
pull
is.
this
Like
up.
it's a
We should have a
cybernetic
Texas
lion name.
holiday for
Sounds like one of
Harambe.
Elon's
We
kids.
should.
But if you've ever seen this picture, it's of the mountain lion in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh, I have seen that picture.
A photographer, it took him almost a year to get this photo.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty rad
But they
photo.
were-
It is.
and when he finally got it, it was like, oh my God, I got it.
Wole kaka.
But
Is
yeah,
that supposedly him?
that is P22.
It is P22.
It was collared, and they tracked it.
You know what I
For
learned
years,
on
but it finally
Yellowstone?
broke.
You don't shoot collared animals.
No, you don't. And I've given
It
up
took
on this season.
Yellowstone to learn.
I'm
It's
done.
it's rough, isn't it?
It's fucking terrible.
Is this good with vanilla?
Are you talking about the new one with
There's
Harrison
a-
Ford and Helen Mirren?
No,
What?
that's good.
Yellow corn
Did you
cat.
watch that,
Eight-
Dustin?
Isn't that like
The one with Harrison Ford? I haven't
1888 or
started
something
yet.
like
That one's
Yeah.
good.
83?
I'm
I
gonna
watched
watch
the
it.
one
No,
season
I
or
think it's like
episode.
1920 something.
Yeah.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like,
What
what
did-
was the
what did I
year?
say
have no
before the
idea.
show?
No talking over each other.
Well, Thomas
I'm gonna
brought
have to
up
pull
a-
this podcast over and wear everyone out.
Thomas brought up a great show. I had to respond.
It was just a brief question.
Right.
I have not watched it yet, but I'm giving up on the other one.
I
Fuck
still have to
Yellowstone.
respond.
I hate all these people wearing their Yellowstone crap, thinking they're
At
cowboys.
Bucky's.
And the
Carry
last
on.
episode I watched, I counted how many times they said Are you a cowboy? I'm a cowboy. That's the cowboy way. This is cowboy life. Let's cowboy this. Let's cowboy that. Let's cowboy up. Let's cowboy go do this.
It's
This is the
definitely
way
gotten
cowboys do
a
things.
bit
He died the
hokey.
cowboy way.
It's definitely gotten a bit hokey.
There was 108 times they said cowboy.
Did it ding like
cow.
Cinema Sins? Like ding, ding.
If I
It
was
should.
drinking,
God damn it. Yeah.
You would have wasted.
I would have
been
had to
dead.
go to the hospital.
Alcohol
Yeah,
poisoning.
that's Steve Clark death rate right there
Yeah.
for drinking,
So I'm going back to riding through this world.
or John Bonham.
Going back to Sons of Anarchy.
Going back to
'cause of
Sons of
that.
Anarchy.
Katie
Riding
loves
through
that
this
show.
They should combine the
world.
two. Sons of Yellowstone.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
Shit.
that?
Oh, just wait. That show has many spin-offs by now, right? Like
Which Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
For
has
sure,
like
yeah.
4.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew about
1880
There's still
something
more
was
to come.
my buddy
filmed
worked. He was a day player on that for like a week. He works in the film industry, so when you work on a TV show in the film industry, you have no life. Your time is all devoted to that. But such a production that size, he was like, he hopped on for a week just to corral actors. He
They
was like
still
this
won
close to Sam Elliott and Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. He's like,
They still have one to go too with the 4 6s.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
yeah.
Is that's the other one. That's
Yeah.
the 4th one that's being spun
Mhm.
off.
I hope this all ends with
I drove past that
Yellowstone
place
blowing
one time.
up. Like the caldera coming to an end. It's like
And it eats the
Yellowstone
world.
2062.
Yeah. They say it's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah.
You know, I always had a script written for the Hallmark Channel that I wanted to do a holiday movie.
Wait, I'd love to.
But
hear this.
basically, it's the same old, same old. She's and she came from a small town. Now she's an uppity rich bitch that's in the corporate chain. Just
Living in the
shoves
big
her
city.
nose all up. Yeah, she's in New
Scrooge
York.
rewrote.
She comes back down to the small town and realizes
He
that
owns a Christmas tree farm.
she has lost her ways and that her high school sweetheart,
Oh.
runs a Christmas tree farm,
The
basically.
one who got away.
The one that got away, and they rekindle. They kind of play cat and mouse a little bit, and then they finally, oh yeah, we were meant together. And she comes back down to earth. She's no longer, oh, this is the
Like
way I
Sweet
need
Home
to be. This is
Alabama.
There's got to be a Hallmark
Christmas.
porn.
and then a tornado comes and kills everyone.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Done.
Because
Wicked Witch
there was no
the
storm
East
cellars. There was only gazebos.
Yeah.
Yes. Gazebos and tree farms, and all those trees turned into missiles and killed everyone.
Yeah, and it's in the
The Christmas tree farm is ironic because they're not rooted.
and it's
so.
shot in Cisco or Mineral Wells somewhere out west where we know tornadoes will hit.
Hey, Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auntie's listening, watching. Tell her hi.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, Auntie.
So when I was driving back, the map took me like this wild, crazy way. I think because I pressed no tolls. So, because
Uh-oh.
Oklahoma will
Hell
get
yeah.
none of my money.
Wait, did you do the Tulsa Trail of Tears, Tulsa Riots Trail of Tears tour?
No, I was
Okay.
house ridden. I was locked inside this house.
Like an animal?
Yeah.
That's
We went to Walmart. That was it. No.
Okay.
So I was driving home, and I'm like driving down this crazy. Well, when I was driving there, I think I was on the same road, except it was like dark and snowing, so I didn't see any of this. But when I was driving home in the middle of the day on Sunday, I saw this like town that I was driving through, and like every single one of those towns looked like a little town out of a horror movie. But the worst part was at one point on the road, I'm like listening to a murder mystery, and I turn to the left, and I see on the side of the road there's like the church, and then like the church parking lot,
Dollar General.
and then a little bit further
The
there's
graveyard?
just this weird fence, and like it goes up, like a set of stairs that goes up, and this like archway, and then this like door that looked like it would open down into a cellar. The amount that I wanted to pull over to see what was inside there, but I didn't.
Good job. Good job, Ivy.
You never would have got out.
You've made your mom
I
proud.
was like, what is that? And if I hadn't been like racing home to then go to Christmas at my sister's house, I might have pulled over.
What horrors lie beneath?
I needed to know. It's
Not
just like when we
me.
go to Palermo, when we go to Sicily, I begged Dad to go to Palermo
To go down the catacombs?
because I want to see the catacombs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
for
want to
sure.
go down in
Yeah.
those too.
But those
Me
ones
too.
are hardcore haunted. So I'm like terrified.
Those are the ones where the mafia used to always have their
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
that's where I
scared
wanna go.
though.
Okay, if you want to watch something cool on Prime,
Mm-hmm.
James May, our man he does this series. He did Our Man in Japan. Now he's doing Our Man in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And the second episode is about running around all those
Oh my gosh.
and
Well,
bouncing around. So.
Dad was like, Nick, the mafia is real. So you cannot ask people if they are part of the mafia because we will die in Sicily. And he was like, what if I just befriend them?
Which is what Nick would do.
Right.
And which is worse? Sicily or Naples? Where are they more active?
Sicily.
I
It
think
is
they're more
Sicily?
active
Yeah.
in Sicily.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Well, that's where that one guy is that was on the World's Most Wanted, that series. That one mafia guy that they can't find.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
they're not even sure what he looks like.
Well, Sicily is. I
He's the
mean,
only
for
mafia guy
such
that
like a
can't
tiny little island, there's a lot of places that dude could be hiding.
Dude, and one of the apartments that her dad lived in, the mafia delivered
Controlled the water.
The water. They delivered it to a cistern
told
on the
me
top of
about
the
it.
building once a week. If the building used all the water, that was it. They would have to just go by. He would take bucket baths because there was nothing that he could do. And the owner of the shop down at the bottom of the apartment was paid his dues every.
Fuck that! I'd get them in on the podcast, sit them down, and talk to them.
There's
like,
like a-
you sons of
But those
bitches.
catacombs are
Give us
wild.
some water.
We did.
There's
we
a
went
lot of
in one
witness
them.
protection apparently in East Texas too, like Maud, Texas, and
That's
what is it,
hillbilly mafia, isn't it?
No, this is straight up. It's in the 70s and 80s where they
The ice machine.
relocated people. Maud, Texas, and Texarkana, and they're all over Texas in those sparse areas.
They're
You'll
the
meet
people
that
who
one.
own Joe's
What's your
Pizza.
name? Oh, I'm Bill Soprano.
Italy
Okay.
pizza pasta.
My name's Billy Bob Soprano. How can I
Billy
help you?
Bob Soprano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he change his last name? How's it gonna be Billy Bob Soprano?
Because you're not that
Because
smart.
he's trying to blend in Texas.
My
That
mind
sounds-
goes to Tulsa King.
That sounds like a Netflix series. Billy Bob Soprano.
So next time I drive back from Tulsa, I'm stopping. I'm gonna see.
We're
what's
hoping
in
Do you know
there.
what town it was?
No, I have no idea.
Oh,
We're
well, this is the
hoping you
problem. We gotta
stop for the
remember what
white
time it was.
elephant.
I gotta just- I'm pretty sure I'll just take the same route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you go to
I could
Tulsa
probably
and see
find
like
it.
the different places where The Outsiders was shot?
They filmed The
There you go.
Outsiders in Tulsa.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
That
that
place
would be
doesn't
fun.
suck.
That was where that was the setting.
There's
Oh,
a bunch of cool
nice.
stuff
That
in
movie
Tulsa.
is so sad. The book is so sad.
Freaking
Yep. I
socials.
had to read it in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking socious.
Well,
What's up?
we've reached the time. Let's get these lists going.
All right.
Yeah.
I got my list ready.
I'm ready.
I'm
so,
sure. I'm sure
I
that
wrote
several of
mine
us share at least 2 or 3 of these.
I have a few of them. And what we did, okay, so like what we do every year is we've got a list of our favorite things that happened this year.
We
And-
do. You didn't tell us that.
Or our favorite list of just whatever
God dang it,
of
Mom.
this year.
You had one job, which was tell me what the lists were.
I
It was
asked.
It was kind of like anything you want. I
Anything
think.
you want.
Oh,
Fill in the
okay.
blank.
Your favorite list of this year.
Oh.
Of whatever. So, some of us have a couple, some of us have a few. They could be music related, movie related, TV related, book related, location related, whatever.
I do have books.
So,
I do not have books.
if the ladies want to go first, y'all
My
can.
first list is obsessions. Do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
So hey,
I was
so
just looking at the map trying to figure out where this hidden thing is.
because now I'm all
obsessions is
intrigued.
interesting. But I was gonna say like let's say that if she has a favorite book, or like a book list, if anybody else has a book list, they should go
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time, and then the next person can pick something different.
Yeah, totally. If we have something that relates off of it, we should
Does
totally
anybody else have their obsessions of 2022?
Well, I did obsessions because that's what you told me the list was.
Well, that's what I suggested, and Dustin said, "Yeah, you guys should do your top obsessions."
Well, then we both done
But
obsessions.
it's like a TV show.
That's
obsessed
like our
with
bit
it.
anyway, isn't it?
Whatever.
Yeah, it is our bit. Okay, so of course, my number one absolute obsession of this year was Baby Rosemary.
Hey, she was my obsession too.
Nice.
Well, my
Okay.
second biggest one.
Also,
What
I
is
was.
this? What is the
That's
baby?
her
My
granddaughter.
niece.
Oh, an
She's
actual
so
baby.
stinking
named
cute.
Rosemary.
It's not a
Okay.
movie. It's not
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Rosemary's
know. It
Baby.
just says obsessions,
Not
and
a
I
horror
need some
movie.
context.
And it
of
could have
what
been a
I'm doing,
plant.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rosemary
no,
Plant.
but my
or
granddaughter.
a celeb that we don't know about.
Yeah. Also obsessed highly all year long with TikTok.
Nice.
You're one
China.
of them.
My bestie book club, aka Biddy book club.
Reading was
AKA
on my obsessions too.
Yeah. Which leads to my next obsession of my best friend Terry Jean. She and I polo each other a million jillion times a
You
day.
put your best friend as your obsession of
Yeah,
2022.
I sure did.
Marco Polo, the app.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
You're
Is that the girl
you're,
you took
you're
a
so
picture
fucking
of?
lame.
When
Yeah.
you're, okay.
you're
Yeah.
the second person I know of that has ever used that app. The other one's Shelly.
Oh, yeah. No, me and Shelly should polo each other then during the day. Also
Or
obsessed with
polio each other.
Polio.
obsessed with pomegranates.
There's a vaccine for
I
that.
eat them all the time. I
Mm.
go and I get pomegranate seeds if the pomegranates themselves are not in place.
I like pomegranate juice.
Yeah, I didn't make this kind of
It's
list.
good as a mixer.
Yeah, this is weird.
Other obsession, my gallery walls. I've got 2 of them in my house now. and they are perfection. They're so great. I love them. I'm obsessed completely with my gallery walls. Also, my junk journal, as well as trash TV.
You say you have a junk journal?
I have a junk journal.
Okay.
So it's just like memorabilia from each week that I put into this journal and, write
It's
stuff
like
down.
raccoon trash.
Yeah.
You just kind of keep it between pages.
Yeah.
Trash panda.
Also, the Johnny Depp trial. Obsessed.
I was obsessed with
Oh,
that.
I was obsessed.
Was that this
Yeah,
year?
That was
Yeah.
this year.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to place things in years. So
I have a hard time with that.
That
too.
thing's over now, right?
Yeah.
It's like
It
It's
has
over.
been for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
And she's paying or supposed to pay.
They're
or
they're
something
both
like that?
supposed to pay, as it turns out.
Well,
Well,
I
it's
know,
a
but
wash.
She's gonna
Yeah.
pay
Wait,
him.
I think she just lost something.
Right,
Or
but-
she
but
backed out of something.
She agreed to pay him, and he agreed to take that payment and donate it to charity.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Right.
also have been obsessed with traveling around Texas. Did a great trip to Austin with
Mhm.
these two guys.
Yeah,
That was
how's it
super,
going?
super fun. State parks, always an obsession. My last obsession are my 3 kids, Ivy, Brian, and Katie.
And you had a wedding this year.
Yeah, and also Nick and Tirza. But totally obsessed with all of those things all year long.
Local mom loves her kids.
Yeah, it's true.
Story, and now for
breaking
traffic.
news.
Yeah,
Story
you
to
know-
11.
It is true.
We get it. You're a great mom, Susie.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks. I try.
Over to you, Ivy.
She's
Sorry.
She's
Still
going,
mapping
she's
it.
like,
She's
oh yeah,
still
I gotta
mapping it.
add my
I'm still looking at
sister, add my mom, add my brother.
I did not put any of them on this list. No.
Noodle.
Okay,
Noodle.
my
Avoid these people at all
number
costs.
one obsession of 2022 was working out and my fitness journey.
Nice.
I was very obsessed with all of that. Can you believe I started kickboxing earlier this year?
I can't
That
believe
was
it.
wild. That was a wild time in my
Oh,
life.
like Muay Thai?
No, kickboxing.
No, like kickboxing.
Yeah. That Muay Thai is a type of kickboxing.
No, she didn't.
I just
wanna
was doing
have to
like basic
kill
white girl
people, so.
kickboxing.
Can you
Oh, okay.
demo on RoboTuner later?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
I could do it.
Okay.
I could hit you with some combos.
Let me wear protective gear first.
We should let
I
her
have cu- I
kickbox
have
Matt,
cu-
and Matt could do his jiu-jitsu.
I have cute little hot pink gloves.
I'd
Yeah,
win.
she does.
Probably.
I don't
if you,
think
if you get to the ground, you would. You have to wait.
I don't think you can
It's
call
over.
it jujitsu anymore.
Jiu-jitsu. Sorry.
Yeah,
Why?
Kanye.
Not Kanye.
What?
Oh, boy.
Number 2 was Noodle.
Nice.
Freaking love
Nicely
that
done.
kid.
Noodle.
She's so cute.
Oh,
That's
it's a kid.
That's my niece.
Okay.
That's what I
Rosemary.
call her.
Rosemary's a noodle.
I
Mhm, she's
love
a noodle.
Okay.
the name Rosemary, but it really freaks me out. So
'Cause of Rosemary's
Noodle is
Baby.
it.
You know, it was
No.
Rosemary's
What does
Baby.
Rosemary freak you out? Like
This is
why?
my grandma's name, and she's
Oh.
no longer with us.
I had a grandma
so.
named Rosemary.
I thought you just didn't like the herb or something.
No.
Or the movie
It's
that
very
implies
cute,
a
and
baby
one
named
day I'll
Herb.
switch
No,
it,
as I'm
but-
saying, it's Rosemary's Baby.
Makes
Oh,
me
I
kinda
know,
sad.
but still, it's what a way to ruin a name. Thanks
Yeah.
to that movie.
You could be freaked out by Rosemary's Baby.
Well, if I had ever seen that, probably.
Well, technically, this is
No.
Rosemary's Baby.
No,
so-
I mean, well, that's true. See,
That
that's a good reason to be freaked out.
explains
But I
it.
meant,
Classic kids
I meant in
Thanks.
20, 30 years, whenever Rosemary has a baby, you need to watch out for that one.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
There you go.
But you're Rosemary's baby's baby, so God knows what's gonna come.
I am pretty fucked
Of
up.
you.
So,
Next.
traveling. Yes, I went to California
And Oklahoma.
Awesome.
and Oklahoma and Florida.
hit all the Disneys.
I hit all that, which leads me to my next point, my
That was
renewed
Disney
Disney
Tulsa.
obsession. Because I forgot how much I love Disneyland and Disney World. Well, I actually hate Disney World. Let me be honest. I never want to go back.
They take
But-
all of your money.
I know they're about to take more of my money.
Disneyland's the
Did
way
you
to
just
go.
say you're never going to go back? But
I'm
they're gonna
never
take
going
more
back
of
to
your money,
Disney
you're gonna go
World
back?
again.
She's just gonna send them money.
But it's
I just
so
want to go to
good.
Disneyland.
Just get the abbreviated
Disney
version
World
of
is like-
Disneyland.
Disney
get
World
Disney
is so
Plus.
overwhelming. There's
Star
literally
Wars.
like zero
at
reason
this.
for Animal Kingdom to exist.
What? The whole Narnia area.
I think it's Avatar.
Well, yeah, but it's Narnia. That's the planet you're on, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched that movie. So
Narnia is a
I mean, it was
Or maybe
beautiful and
not.
like
Yep.
magical, but like it's also hot and like real muggy in there because it's like nothing but forestry. So not really my favorite. But the pool day that happened when everybody else was at Animal Kingdom and I went back to the hotel was top notch.
You gotta go to Typhoon Lagoon where you can swim with sharks
Oh no, thank
and
you.
dolphins.
I'm here for dolphins, not
I think it's
sharks.
dolphins. I don't know.
Got to watch it with those
Uh,
dogs.
I'm more worried about the dolphins.
Yeah.
Or the alligators.
I've swum with dolphins before. Courtney sent me the
It's pure
video of us
masturbation.
Be a
swimming
little
with
aggressive.
dolphins.
What?
And then yeah, so then we did that, and my renewed Disney obsession, so that
I
too.
didn't do any obsessions.
And my true crime shows and podcasts. Let me tell you, I watched this wild one on Discovery Plus, I think. It's called "No One Will Hear You When You're Screaming" or something. No one can hear you when you scream, or I don't know what.
So it's in space?
No, it's
And
about
it's
these
a whole
like
documentary about
it's
aliens?
about these like murders that happen in these like super remote, tiny little towns. So like it's like crazy for
thought for
people
sure
to
she
like
was gonna say
try.
that everybody was deaf.
Hey, you want to be creeped out? Netflix, The Texas Killing Fields.
Hey, you know what, though?
3 episodes.
So I see. The thing is, I don't like to be super
I didn't like the way it
scared.
ended, though. I didn't like the way it ended.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the. I knew
Homeboy's
about,
still out here running around.
right,
Doing
but
shit.
It kind of
Excuse
fell
me,
apart.
what?
I
No,
thought.
no. I don't like that. I don't like that.
When that
I don't
dude
like
died,
that.
you didn't really get closure on him.
No.
And that story was the basis of True Detective too.
Pretty much, yeah.
The second season or the first one?
First season.
Oh, I
And
didn't
the-
watch. I
and
watched the
part of
second one, but
third
not the second.
right?
Wait, maybe I watched the third.
I guess
But
it's
anyway, I enjoyed it until
First
the
season,
last episode, and then I was like, I wish there was more to it.
Well, you
because-
get aggravated because people are like one guy. He went to prison. It's like, oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna let him out now. And then the other guy is like, well, we don't have enough evidence to go after him. He's old as shit. He's not gonna. I don't think he has.
I have
has
a
the
question. Do
strength to do
cults
it.
pay taxes?
What? That's
No, they're churches.
Is that that's what my question was? Are they like qualified as a church?
They're qualified as a
But
church.
this has nothing to do with a cult.
Yeah,
this
this-
is just basically the.
It's a stretch of land that's
It's
petro-
45
yeah.
between Houston and Galveston.
Okay. Right.
Where it goes through Texas City, League
Yeah, yeah,
City,
yeah.
Friendswood, all that, and Bayou Vista. That is over the course of basically 2 decades. 35 women have disappeared or more.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit.
you're down there in an area where you can just like I worked this whole area during a hurricane hike, and the whole time I just laughed. I was like, "Oh man, if you need to hide a body, this is the place to do it."
That's been
This
known
place to do it.
too. Like
so
all in
now
Houston,
I'm watching
everybody
this thing.
knows
I'm
about
like, this is everywhere I was going.
Oh my gosh. That's
It's like
creepy.
all the land is owned by these huge petroleum companies and oil companies and stuff, and so they don't keep up with all this land.
Right.
And apparently they've found numerous, like what is it, like 42, something crazy just in that part where
Yeah.
you're
What's it
talking
called
about.
again?
The Texas Killing Fields
On Netflix?
on Netflix.
Oh, I'm on it.
And they
It's
like that whole area is weird. It's marshland.
Yeah, marshy.
Like you start getting coastal glades into marsh
Mhm.
as you go into Galveston, and it's weird.
What the heck?
And they didn't get into
Weird.
much of what goes down towards South Side and East. They did a little bit when they were talking about how some of the northern eastern killings, but it stretches all the way down to Padre Island too.
Yeah,
It's
you can go
all
down to
that
Padre.
coastal area where these refineries are at and stuff. There's been so many
League City's
cases.
a place that
League-
creeps me out.
that is
period.
that's a creepy place no matter what.
League City, Texas City were both places. I was like,
Freeport, Texas.
this whole area is full of people that live like in trailers that
They work
just
in the oil
roll
fields
through
and construction.
hurricanes, and they all have vices. Like they're all just
Oh,
go to the
boy.
Been in
bar
prison
and
and-
spend all their money drinking and being barflies, and just it's a weird area where you're like,
It is very weird.
this is a different breed of animal down
These
here.
people haven't
what's
moved
really
into
weird is if you
2022.
if you
Yeah.
ever drive around down there at nighttime, all the burn off flames, and all you can see is the silhouettes of the refineries and stuff. But you still got that wetlands and those.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is. It's very
very
creepy. It's
creepy.
very True Detective.
All right, is that the end of yours? Or are you?
Hold on. I think there was one more. Oh, it was really just kind of a joke, but like a bad joke. But the only other thing I was obsessed with was a bunch of boys I shouldn't have been. So
Good job.
You're human.
Names,
Yeah.
names.
Not Andrew.
Hey, past tense. That's
Not
the
Pete
that's the
Davidson,
part that
right?
matters. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Pete Davidson.
Let's go over to Brian.
All right, I
He's got a
mine are
book.
TV shows. It's
Oh,
just
nice.
one
Okay.
game.
Oh, I've
I-
got,
I've got TV
I'm not
shows.
a big.
I've got.
I
TV
will
shows
watch.
also.
I will watch movies, but also I will watch them whenever I feel like it. So the movies of the year, I'm not that guy, but I do watch a decent amount of TV shows.
Let's see how much stuff we parallel
So
with here.
there, some I have to rarely do I watch any alone. Some I have to pair up with my girlfriend. But our work schedules are all over the place. So there's
So
two.
Real Housewives.
No, that's her on her own time. There's a couple.
I'll watch those with her.
Real quick, shows I can't watch because I don't have Apple TV, but I would like to. These are all series that have premiered this year.
You're doing
Okay.
shows that you haven't seen that you want to see.
Yeah, I like
Top
it.
shows
I like
like that
I
too.
would
I
So
like to
I like
watch.
Apple
it.
TV, Severance, and The
Mhm.
After Party. I can't watch those because I don't have Apple TV.
Okay.
I'll skip this one list. It's a joke list for time. So these are ones I want to watch, but I haven't because my girlfriend and I just haven't
They're
been
on your
able to.
list.
Okay.
Yes, and then I'll get to the ones
a
we
wish
have
list.
gotten to.
2022 wish
How I Met Your
list.
Father, because I went through all
I
of
heard
How I
that's
Met Your
funny.
Mother, but I'm just tired of that. Okay, I'm just tired of that kind of sitcom, the 3-camera.
Yeah.
Just over that, and
I'm done with that. Too.
yeah, same. George and Tammy, we are going to watch that.
I
I
kind of want
haven't
to see
started.
that.
I haven't started it yet.
You don't know it's
I will
about George
watch it.
Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
looks interesting.
What's his face? Mike Sirius.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's
Dude
his name?
from he was
Zod
in-
from Superman.
yeah, and he was also in
Michael Shannon.
Yeah, there
as
you go.
George Jones, and I can't remember.
He's in Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk
too.
Empire.
Oh yeah,
As the
Saw
Snyder.
Who's
that.
George Jones?
The country
George Jones?
country legend.
Yeah, country legend Tammy Wynette
I
is
couldn't
the
name you
queen
one
of
of
country.
Stop loving
Ooh,
her
why
today.
I thought
Lightning.
Faith.
Yeah, there we go.
Faith, whatever.
What lightning? Yeah. Plenty of.
Faith Hill.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Murderville, which is like that improv.
Dude, I've seen a
comedy
lot
show.
of those.
Yeah.
That's really good. With
That's
That's
on
what's
my
his-
one we
list.
keep
Will
forgetting to
Arnett.
watch.
Yeah, that's a
'cause
good one. I did see that
son
one.
of a
this year.
bitch.
Couldn't finish
It
it.
wasn't on my list, but I'm
Got
glad you brought
done with
up
it
'cause I
too
did
quick.
like that one.
According
I
to
got like 4
Entertainment
episodes
Weekly,
in, I was done.
which is where I got this list
Ah.
from of things that are Reno 911 defunded.
Of course.
I don't. We don't.
Ah,
we
that'd
don't
be
have.
funny.
It's on the Roku
Defunded.
channel, so I can't watch it. But it might be on the
Ah.
whatever Comedy Central is using for their apps.
Paramount Plus.
Winning Time, Rise of the Lakers Dynasty with the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I've
pretty
seen
good.
that.
Want to
Oh,
get to that.
I wanna
That's
watch
just
that.
I watched
Yeah.
that. It's pretty good.
that's got fucking what's his name Ricky Bobby's side piece. I don't fucking say this on my brain.
Is that John C. Riley?
John C. Riley's
Yeah.
in it, yeah.
John C. Riley.
Halo, which I've heard bad things about,
I've
but I
heard that that's
eventually,
terrible. Did you
try
I
that,
eventually
Justin?
want to watch
Did you
it.
try Halo?
Me and Aiden watched most of it, and then we stopped watching it.
Oh, the
It started
series?
getting weird.
Yeah, I eventually got to watch it just so I could.
I never.
Yeah.
The
This
trailers
is one
just
I
didn't
don't
strike
need to
me.
wait
I
for
love
my
the game, but-
girlfriend, and I'll just watch it until I'm just like, no, I'm good. The G Word with Adam Conover, because we're big fans of Adam Ruins Everything. And him on TikTok is great because he cusses a lot and is really
China.
angry.
Yeah.
So, which is, he had to be more measured on his FX show. Night Sky, which I don't remember what streaming services is on. It said something about a couple that has like a door in their basement to a deserted planet. And I was like, I'm sold. I will watch that. I just got
Beetlejuice.
Tulsa.
have to remember that.
That's probably where that goes. A deserted
Right.
planet.
Yep.
I'll look that
This,
one up.
I guess, is ironic because this is playing into my personal, The Old Man, which is playing onto my old man tendencies.
I live it. I don't need to see it.
Well,
You aren't
like-
even middle aged yet.
it's Jeff
no.
Bridges.
No, but he's an
Oh,
old
that's
man.
fine.
Action and
I heard that's
action.
good.
That's
I
the
don't.
one he had to
Grumpy.
work around while he had cancer.
Yells at the
Is it?
kids in the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah, and it's got like. So it's, I'm
Make
guessing
sure he has his fiber
retired
every morning.
CIA something. It's
And if
got
something,
that
his
kind of
dog gets
aspect to
killed
it.
or something.
No.
That's John Wick.
No, I'm pretty sure it has some, I'm pretty sure it has something to do
Welcome
with.
to Wrexham.
Oh, that's a good one.
Eventually
wanna
It's
see
really
that.
good.
That was a
yeah.
must.
I forgot about that.
Wrexham.
Yeah.
It's where
Yeah.
that guy from It's Always Sunny and
Yeah, Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
So
Reynolds, they
it's-
buy a soccer team
It's
uh,
freaking fantastic.
in Wales, I think.
two very hot
Yes.
guys doing something. I don't know, but just know it's two very hot
Phyllis.
guys.
Yeah. You can go watch hot guys talk about soccer.
Quasi related to that,
Football.
little demon. It's the cartoon with Dane DeVito and I think his daughter doing her voices
Oh,
in there.
okay.
That's
really?
cute.
What's that on?
FX.
Ah.
And Andor.
It's gonna be on Hulu.
I haven't even seen
On
season
Disney?
2
I've-
of Mandalorian, so that's how
I've
far
watched
behind I
Andor.
am on all of this. So maybe I need to do Mandalorian season 2 and maybe Book of Boba Fett as well.
I
But
have not
fuck, man,
watched
there's so
Book of
many
Boba
shows.
Fett.
Now we can
Maybe
get
I
to the
have.
stuff I actually watched.
Okay.
Okay.
And enjoyed. This is stuff I watched and enjoyed. I don't think I watched something and didn't enjoy it because I'll just give up on it and say fuck this. Peacemaker, very fun, like that.
Greatness.
Yeah,
Pure greatness.
John Cena, like hell, dude. I think,
Dude,
yeah,
it's so awesome.
amazing
And
segue to acting.
this season, holy shit.
full of violence, full of cussing, amazing, and I
climbing
like
into
the,
a penis.
Oh, no, that was The Boys.
What?
Oh yeah, that was the
Yeah.
boys. Never mind.
Yeah. Our flag means death. You watch
So far,
any
you've
of that?
gotten 2 on my list that I was.
Anybody
into
see
this
that?
year.
It's
Yeah, I
got
loved it.
Reese Darby from
It's freaking
Flight of the
amazing.
Conchords.
Yeah.
Mary. Hey. So he plays.
I just love the premise of empathetic, nice pirates.
Yeah.
Like that they're not really into the pirate lifestyle.
It
but they're all
plays into the
together.
line from there are What We Do in the Shadows. Like,
Right, it does.
It's like
nice vampires.
we're werewolves, not
empathetic.
swearwolves. Like,
Yeah. They have feelings. They're
Yeah.
sensitive.
I love what
Yeah.
we do in the shadows.
They're
The movie and
sensitive
the
pirates.
series.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ivy.
The
My
Bear,
girl.
which really
I haven't
makes,
watched that, dude. From
really
Lip,
makes
Which one?
Lip from
The Bear.
Lip
about,
from Shameless, right?
So you have the guy from Shameless. He takes over his brother's.
It's
who
Chicago
off-
based
who
too.
killed
like
himself.
Shameless, isn't it?
Wait,
no,
what
I'm
did
talking
you
about the
say
Bear.
that it was called?
The Bear.
that is the bear.
Oh, the bear. I thought you said the bear. And
But
I did
I'm
watch
getting
the bear.
railroaded
and
by
I-
other people talking.
I
so.
love the bear.
I'm sorry. I
great.
think
Yeah.
the bear
Hunky
is
guy
based in Chicago too.
from Shameless.
That's all I was saying.
Making Italian beef sandwiches, which I had an amazing Italian beef sandwich on my way to Denton before I
just
saw
admit
Napalm
it's
Death,
based
by
in
the way. So
Chicago.
that finally,
Yeah.
I was watching
all I
this.
want.
I'm like, I want a fucking Italian beef goddamn sandwich, and I finally had a really good one.
Good.
And,
At Chiba Hut? 'Cause
No,
there's a
no,
real-
no,
There's
I
a really
ate
good
there-
one at Chiba Hut.
I ate there just a couple days ago. It's good. No, this place is in Denton, or on my way to Denton. It was really good. Try
Not the
35.
Bucky's, right?
No, fuck
What
that.
just
Tinkin'
happened?
Bucky's.
What?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The rehearsal with Nathan Fielder.
Mm-mm.
I haven't heard of
Anybody?
that one.
Oh, so Nathan Fielder, who did Nathan For You. It's the most, it reminded me of the movie Schenectady, New York, because I could barely understand that movie too. He does rehearsals for scenarios, and it is just the weirdest. If you love laughing at awkward shit, this is great. It's
Yeah, which
fucking
I do.
hilarious. So, and it's the weirdest fucking, there's a meme. So he literally hires people he's like, he's going to approach this scenario, but then he hires actors to a rehearsal for that scenario. And it's just, it goes inside of itself in multiple times. And there's a part where he has this laptop, but he has this like thing, he's walking around with his laptop like attached to his chest. Like that's this weird meme going around about that. And so if you're a fan of Nathan Fielder and his very weird, irreverent comedy, hilarious. Welcome to Chippendales.
Have you?
Oh,
Did
I
you?
heard
Have you
that
finished
that's
that?
good.
No, new episodes aren't. You have to wait like a week between
That
episodes.
what is that on HBO or is it
Hulu.
Hulu
Kamal Nanjiani plays the founder
from Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and what's I think really funny about this, it's Chippendales. You're seeing these hunky dudes.
And Andor, or is it Obi-Wan, or was it
He's
he
in
was in
Obi-Wan.
one of them,
I guess.
Obi-Wan.
or Boba Fett.
But
one
what's
of 'em.
funny about this, him playing the founder of Chippendales, all these hunky guys everywhere. We know in real life, Kamal Nanjiani is ripped, but I
He
highly
was ripped in Obi-Wan.
I highly doubt that at some point, because this is based off the story, obviously dramatized, for effect here and there. I highly doubt at one point, he's going to have to reveal himself in his real body and be like, oh no, I have to fill in tonight. And he has to go and like fill in and
That'd be cool. if
But
he
you
did.
can tell under his 70s, 80s, because it goes through time, his 80s suits, that you can tell he's still ripped.
Right.
It's kind of like Ben Stiller in the 90s. Like Ben Stiller's in amazing shape, but you didn't know that because he's wearing a long sleeve shirt. Like, go back and watch Ben Stiller in the 90s. He's
Didn't I
jacked.
tell you
Oh,
to
Meet
put
the
that on
Fockers,
Saturday?
the pool scene.
It's
He's got a
vibrating.
6-pack.
Oh, what do you?
Okay, what are we doing? Let's go.
I'm trying to get through my list.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Pam and Tommy,
Funny.
heard that
really
was
good.
good.
I haven't watched
like
it
that.
yet.
Episode 2, where he's talking to his dick.
Now,
is
Talking
hilarious.
Penis, yes, hilarious. Voiced by fucking
Jason Mantzoukas.
There you go. Yes, amazing. Shorzy, which is the Letter
Oh,
Kenny
right,
spin-off.
right.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
not
yeah.
watched that
Shorzy's
yet.
great, and it's a little bit more
It's good.
human than Letterkenny, and it's amazing.
Letterkenny's perfect.
I didn't know this is. This technically counts. BattleBots Champions.
Ooh, I love
I saw that on the
BattleBots.
list, and I just love BattleBots, and I had that on record, so I watch it. Technically counts. Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead.
Okay.
I've only seen the first episode, but I'm like, I'm gonna watch this.
What is that
eventually.
on? Paramount?
So
Paramount
it's-
Plus.
This is just
Yes.
a list of TV shows you like.
That I watched and liked. Ancient Apocalypse by Graham Hancock
That
and
was
Randall
great.
Carlson. I haven't gotten through it yet, but
I have, and it
and,
opened my eyes to a lot of
oh
things.
yeah, I learned about that stuff like years ago
Mind
with
your
Randall Carlson
business.
being on
No.
Rogan.
I'm
And
your
then
mama.
House of the Dragon, which
It's very good.
I liked.
It
but
was
too
on my
many-
list,
Too
and I
many
took it off.
goddamn, even with subtitles,
Too many goddamn people have too many similar sounding names. Cut that shit out. You had a main character named John. I'm not saying you gotta have a Steve and all that shit, but it said this Aegon, Arion, whatever the fuck. Stop that shit.
Do you like
that is
Philip?
very confusing.
Philip.
Something British royal family
Philip.
names. Yeah, a Gregor.
Absolutely.
Like I don't need a George, but give me a Gregor. Something similar. Instead of this Aegon, just this similar sounding name shit that is confusing because you have all these characters.
Animes
anyways.
are way more confusing, but
Have you guys?
You know
I
that.
can only imagine.
Has anybody watched Three Pines on Netflix? I mean Amazon. It's so
No.
freaking good.
So I
Oh,
recommend all
so
those
good.
shows.
So
Yeah.
Those all
Excellent.
premiered
Awesome.
this year.
Cool.
since we're talking about shows, I want to piggyback off you.
Excellent.
One of my 4 lists I have here.
Saddle up. Baby.
4. Wow.
Well,
It's already
we normally
9:15.
talk- I know.
Mm.
Is it really? Shit.
Yeah.
I call this list stuff you should have watched
Nice.
Okay.
because this is what everyone should have watched. My top 5 are the ones that really have an order. So up until then, Murderville, which you already talked about. It was funny. The Boys, greatness. Every season of The Boys is greatness, and
Yeah.
I think that's just pushing
That
TV
one with Chase
as hard as you
Crawford
go.
in it.
Is that who's in it? I don't know. The superhero, anti-superhero.
Yeah, the dude from
One,
Gossip Girl.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
Who does he play in The Boys? Do you know?
I don't know.
I can't
He's
remember who
cute.
he is.
That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Obi-Wan
Yeah,
was good.
That was number 1 on my TV.
Was really
list.
good.
Yes, it was.
Peacemaker for
Yeah.
all the same reasons. It's just it's the same thing with The Boys. It's over the top craziness.
That's
this
the one
is
with
what
the
I
wrestler,
want.
right? What's his name?
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
This is what I want for my superheroes. I
I
want
love
them to be realistic
The
and
Hanoi
crazy
Rock
and out of
scene where
control.
they kind of all connect on that. I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, this just got a little bit better too.
And
I also
then
just loved it.
For All Mankind.
Oh yeah.
I started to watch that actually.
God, it's so good, so good. That's on Apple TV.
Mhm.
And then Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, that's such a
Oh,
good
I
one.
heard
I love that.
really good.
I
I
forgot
love
about
freaking
that.
I watched that with
fantastic.
That was
Grandpa
good.
when I was
Steve
there.
Martin,
Selena
Martin Short.
Gomez,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And Selena
Yeah,
Gomez, yes.
And the guys from the Three Amigos.
Well, 2 of them, yeah.
except for Chevy Chase.
Steve
Steve Martin.
Oh yeah.
Steve-
From Cheaper by
and
the
Martin
Dozen.
Short.
And
Yeah,
Martin Short.
and
The
Martin
guy
Short.
from the Three Amigos.
2 of the 3 amigos.
Two
But-
of the Three Amigos. Those
Oh,
Los
no.
Dos
This
Amigos.
made me.
The 2 that count.
Like-
Because Chevy's an asshole. Everyone thinks so.
And he can barely stand according to
Wow,
these
don't slander that
these
man.
chicken
Dude.
commercials, these Cane's chickens commercials. But I fell in love with Selena Gomez because of this show.
Like
Yeah,
a love
she's
song,
She's
so
baby.
really
great.
good. She's really, really good. It's really cool. So here's my top 5.
You weren't watching Wizards of Waverly Place.
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Number 5, Welcome to Wrexham. We've already talked about
Yay.
it. This is a Ding Dongs documentary
Ding dong.
to
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
English football.
But it's real,
Okay.
right? I mean, this
It's
is a real
real.
team. They really bought this
They
team.
bought this
Yeah.
team for $2 million.
Well, that's what I was like. I feel like Ryan Reynolds really did buy a football.
He
a
really
soccer
did.
team.
He did.
He
And
really
they
did.
are really all in and they really care and they're really doing what they can because over there, like they bought it because they wanted a sports franchise, but they didn't realize how ingrained football is
community.
to the community is and how the people of this town love, like their entire life revolves around this. And this is something Matt and I
Wow.
have talked about on the show. You don't get this in our sports. You get Cowboys fans that are fanatical, but it doesn't.
The
if
town's
the-
economy, their happiness,
Look,
their everything.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
entire economy. The Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl in what 20 whatever
How
years.
old, Katie? Almost 30.
Yeah. So we have our economy here in Dallas Fort Worth hasn't suffered from it, but like when
Yeah, 'cause we're
when a
not
team is
insane.
losing, yeah, their economy goes down. So Welcome to Wrexham's amazing. Drive to Survive season 4, and the entire Formula One season. That is the hands down best sports documentary on TV. Period. There is nothing better than Drive to Survive on Netflix. It's freaking phenomenal. The way they shoot it, the way it looks, everything, the drama, it's beautiful. And that goes a long way. So the storyline's great, you know, knowing these guys and what they've all gone through and what they do. You know, these are elite athletes and there's only 20 of them on the grid. So it's, you know, it's,
I don't know.
It's just fucking
Clarkson's
beautiful.
Farm's pretty good.
but there wasn't one this year. Number 3, Andor.
Uh huh.
That's on my list too.
That thing
Andor's
got
door.
blown up. Did Andor get blown up?
Endor.
No, that's
Indoor.
Alderaan.
and that was the
And-
Death Star orbiting
Death
that
Star,
moon,
yeah.
of the forest moon Endor.
Number 2,
Dork.
And this is on like
God, how did I not know that?
number 2. This was on like all sorts of critics list, and it's fucking fantastic. White Lotus.
Oh, I heard
The
that's
second
good.
season of White
I haven't
Lotus.
started
What's it on?
HBO Max.
Oh, I want to watch White Lotus.
The
Don't
first
have it.
season was great. This second season was phenomenal. It's so good.
That chick that does the bend and snap is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Jennifer
Stifler's mom?
Coolidge?
Jennifer
Yeah.
Coolidge is in it.
Is that
Can
Stifler's
you
mom?
Stifler's mom,
briefly-
yes.
Can you briefly give me a synopsis? Because I know zero about. I know the show's hot, but I know nothing.
So
about it.
basically,
hotel, isn't
the White Lotus is a hotel chain around the world. It's
Gotcha.
a high-end 5-star
Okay.
hotel chain around the world, and it's basically you follow these vacationers and the shit they run into and what happens this entire week that they stay at this hotel, and how their lives interact and how stuff goes down and behind the scenes of the hotel. It's wild and over
Fantasy
the
Island.
top, and
So
it's crazy.
is the main cast the people that work at the hotel?
It's
or-
both. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
But
the
it-
vacationers and the people that work at the hotel.
Isn't it also a murder mystery?
Yeah, it turns into
Gotcha.
a murder mystery.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Both seasons are basically a murder mystery.
Which you're
and
trying
it's
to find out.
full-
Great.
Who is
Another
murdered,
one I'll
right?
probably have to wait and watch with my girlfriend.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and it's not it's
Which means I'll never watch.
it falls in line with my number 1. It's one of those things like you can sit there and watch it and you'll never guess what's going to happen. There's no
Okay.
fucking way you'll
Cool.
figure out what's
I
going to
love
happen.
that.
And I love
Yeah, I
that.
like
I love
that.
that. I hate when stuff's predictable. My number 1, the final season of Better Call Saul.
Still haven't watched that one.
There
You know,
will
I'm still like
never
3 episodes left for me, and I just can't.
I haven't
get
even
around to
started
it.
the last season.
Breaking Bad was fantastic. There will never be anything near
That good,
shot
huh?
or done to this perfection ever.
I'm a big fan already, so
Ever.
I'm gonna have to watch the last season again though because it's been so long. But I definitely
so
am gonna
damn
get to
good.
that pretty soon.
So that's my TV list.
Nice.
Matt, didn't you have a TV list?
Yeah. Well, a lot was on yours. The one that I think that no one's really mentioned, but was really good was Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought that was fucking phenomenal. Did you mention that one?
I did
I'm
mention
sorry.
it. But Obi-Wan was great. It was total
was-
fan service.
Yeah, and then and it was funny because a lot of people griped about that one and Andor. Andor's on my list too, and I thought both were phenomenal. I loved both of them.
I liked Andor.
Andor's so dark and slow.
I haven't
That's what made
watched
it
Obi-Wan.
great.
Yeah.
Right. I think the only thing
I gotta
that,
power through this week.
that strays away from your list or what was on yours, you had a little more than me, was Terminal List. I love Terminal List. I thought
I've
I'm
never
not a
started
Chris
that.
Pratt friend. Or friend.
Friend.
I'm not a fan of
You're
him.
not a friend of Chris Pratt?
But I thought he was like, you didn't think he was going to bust out in a joke every minute. You were like, whoa, this guy's an intense Navy SEAL guy trying to figure things out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That was on Amazon.
That was.
Yeah, that
yeah,
is-
I did watch that.
That was a
That's
good
another
one.
Tom Clancy series, isn't it?
I'm not sure about that.
I
It might be.
think it might have
be.
been.
Okay.
Sure.
Because it has that feel.
I've seen previews of it.
I started the new Jack Ryan,
I've heard,
and it's a Tom
Yeah.
I
Clancy
heard that
thing,
was
too.
good.
Yeah.
how is it?
It's working so
I
far.
thought the last one was really good. So
Yeah.
Is that the one with John Krasinski?
Yes.
I
from The
watched that
Office.
first season. I didn't realize or whatever new.
now that
season's
one
out.
I
Okay,
fell victim to. At any point, I thought he was going to do this,
Just stare at the camera.
Cool. No, he's
No,
But he
you
did-
know what?
no,
He's
he's
right.
ripped and kicking
Right.
ass.
So
I'm not gonna ruin it that way.
I'm going to do two more lists, or actually,
see,
the
I
last
knew
one
it got
is just
blown
what I
up.
think is the best, and Dustin will have some stuff to
He-
say about
Andor's a
this.
person.
Oh.
The favorite, my favorite local releases
Nerd.
this year
Thought it was
was
a
Van
planet
Damme,
this whole
the
time.
demo 2022, and then Fugitive Maniac. Those were my two.
Oh, you're
favorite
jumping to
local-
music?
Oh well, I was just hitting stuff that you didn't hit, so.
I
I didn't know how long you wanted to do it,
He's
but I
like,
know you
"Here's
got
my
more to say
list,
about
let's
that.
go."
though,
No, I was just talking
local
about TV.
music.
And I was
Oh, my
passing yours over
TV
to
list. Yeah, that was it. And then this is it. I'll say this, and then I'll be out for the rest of the segment. If you get, you're from Arlington, right? You live there.
I live in Arlington. I'm from Irving.
Try New York
Oh,
Eats.
Jesus.
Been
It's
there.
mid-
Yeah.
It's Middle Eastern food with
What's
with
it called?
barf. It's called New York Eats.
I
It's
like their
Middle Eastern
Manhattan mixed plate myself.
They do kind of a little combination between like Northeast bar food,
Fusion.
but then Middle Eastern food, and the Middle Eastern food is amazing. I'd never had it before until then, and I probably order that food probably at least once a week.
Nice.
And it's
That's
freaking
good.
delicious.
On
So
Duncan Perry.
yeah,
That's the street.
Cool.
but yeah, that's it.
I want to hear
mine.
Jeff's list.
I didn't do
Me too.
food.
What'd you do?
On TV, so I don't watch a lot of a lot of TV at all. I do watch YouTube a lot. I'm like a 14-year-old boy. So I like Good Mythical Morning.
Fish
a lot.
Nerds.
Been watching it for a long time. That's not a YouTube show.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's a podcast. But so I had it down. I went through and watched the complete series of Duck Dynasty again. I know what I'm getting into, but I like watching it.
How many seasons of that were there?
It was like 10 or 11.
Jeez, you
It's
watched
not
all
still
of them?
going.
It was on
Yeah,
for a
they're
long
all on
time.
YouTube. So I went through the whole from season 1 all the way to the end.
Is that funny dude still alive?
They're all
Uncle
still alive.
Uncle Si.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
So-
that funny in real life.
Jace was my favorite till I learned
They're
he was
probably
a total-
jerks.
They're
in real life.
they're fucking dickheads in
Are
real
they?
life.
Aren't
yeah.
they
But
like
on the
crazy
show-
Christian evangelicals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you knew
that's
that
what
when
he was
Robinsons.
saying.
they
Yeah,
end
he's
every
like,
show
I-
with a
Are all
prayer.
of
It's
them?
like I knew what I was getting into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
time I
yeah.
watched it. So
There's
I
not one
especially knew the
black
second
sheep?
time.
Besides Uncle Si?
Well, I know that like Jeff had he was in rehab for a while with drugs and stuff while the show was going on.
Yeah.
So
I do like Jep.
But so then they have a new show where Jason, Jep, and Uncle Si, and then a guy named Murray where they do treasure. They do the
With the
Oh, sweet.
metal,
Metal
detector.
detector?
yeah, and it's what's it called? I wrote it down because I watched it. Oh, Duck Family Treasure,
Oh, cool.
and they had like I think 10 episodes, and it is what you think it is. But I liked it.
Cool.
You know, my favorite show that I watched this last year. It was the second part. There's only 2 seasons, and it's called Kevin Can F Himself. And I think this show.
I've heard of that.
I've heard about it too.
God,
Yeah.
I think this
Is it
show
on
is
YouTube?
so great. No, it's on. This is actually a show that's on. It's on Amazon, but they link it up with the show that Yellowstone is on, Paramount
okay.
or whatever that is.
Okay. But
Another
if you've got
Yellowstone
Amazon,
spinoff?
No,
Amazon
no,
Prime,
it's not a Yellowstone
no,
spinoff.
the whoever
You can't.
does it.
Annie Murphy plays the main star,
Oh, I love her from Schitt's Creek.
and so it's kind of like
I'm looking
it's
it up right
it's
now.
a weird show as far as like when you first start to watch it, you think it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
But as soon as she leaves the 3-camera sitcom world into the kitchen where she's by herself, everything goes dark to the single camera drama, you know. And it's
Interesting.
almost like if you got to see Alice from The Honeymooners whenever she leaves the room right after Ralph is all like, "I'll, straight to the moon,
Straight
right
to
in
the
the
moon,
kisser,"
Alice.
and everybody laughs, and then she walks out of the room. It's kind of like what you're seeing, where she kind of breaks down and is like, "God, I hate this fucking guy," or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so the whole show kind of goes back and forth in between this sitcom world that involves Kevin and then his wife in this drama world, and she wants to kill him, and she has a plan, and she gets involved with the best friend or with the neighbor lady who they don't really like each other, but by the time you finish season 2, it's not really about someone trying to kill their husband or whatever. It's really a show about friendship between her and the neighbor lady, and it's this really weird because the neighbor lady's kind of fluid as far as bisexual. She has a boyfriend at the beginning, but she also has a girlfriend towards the end. You always kind of get the feeling that she likes Allison, the main character, or whatever.
Someone is trying to have it all.
And they have this really interesting kind of sisterly or best friend type love. It was great. It was so good. I loved it so much. But it's such a weird show that it's like nobody understood it. Nobody got what was, they couldn't sell this kind of thing. So they just made 2 seasons from it. But they ended it. They knew there was only going to be 2 seasons.
There's a show I want y'all two to watch that's on Hulu.
Who's me too? Me and Susie.
You and Susie, called The Guest List.
I've seen the first season.
Okay.
It's
Is it
the one
based off
with
the book?
with the cabins out in the woods or whatever. Yeah.
Is it based off the book?
I don't know.
I don't
But
I don't know if it is.
It's like
but
a bunch of short stories.
It's a
just-
bunch of
Yeah.
every
band-
episode
I
is
think I
different
watched
people
some of
written them out.
those. Yeah.
That show
No.
was fucking
that
hilarious.
show is great. And like the band Honey
Pure
Honey is in the
greatness.
whole first season. The
Yeah,
little band
that's
is
it. Honey
Honey
Honey, yeah.
is in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great show.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it.
So, but anyways, that was my TV show for the year.
Nice.
Did you have TV shows?
I didn't watch a lot of TV different for that was, and the shows that I did watch, you guys have already hit on. What's wrong?
That's the ice maker.
Yeah, it's the ice machine. It goes off every 15 minutes or so. So my list was
out.
actually the most significant things that happened in 2022.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Like Southwest Airlines not being able to get
Oh,
planes
boy.
to their people. all the time? Okay.
Not significant enough, Dustin. I'm
Just trying
sorry.
to-
okay.
Okay.
So first off, the final Jet Noise show. We had our final show in June,
Oh,
and it came to an end.
no one cares. Move on.
Oh my goodness.
But a couple weeks before, I saw Royal Blood at the Southside Ballroom, which was one of the main musical groups that actually influenced me to do the German bass duo.
Was that your biggest show of the year?
No.
Okay,
Second biggest.
good.
Second biggest, and you know where I'm going.
Because
with
I have
that.
a list of my favorite shows of the year.
And then, so yeah, with the ending of the Jet Noise, that I began Shipped in a Box, which you guys know is my
Puppet band.
my new puppet obsession. Yes, and my YouTube series based around their trials and tribulations of struggling to be an original rock band.
Dude, your Emmett Otter
Nice.
covers are excellent.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
They're so great. I'm enjoying them all.
I think you're on an FBI watch list, though.
Oh, you mean Skip is? Yeah. Skip definitely is, I
Yeah.
believe. And Gary, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I also have the Halloween show at Lola's. That was badass.
Oh,
Where you
dude.
almost killed somebody, Susie.
Oh my gosh.
Your titties almost killed
Oh
someone.
wait, I did hear
And
about
that short
that.
skirt.
I just caused him to have a seizure.
You were dressed like a floozy?
No,
It was Halloween.
not dressed like a floozy.
It was Halloween where all the women are dressed like floozies.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Yeah, that's the one
he
where you
nearly broke
you can
his
get away
neck.
with it.
Watch it.
Didn't he get on the? The ambulance had to come.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Peter
fell
had to
over.
go save him.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
Guys,
the-
You
with
smacked
her
did
his head
titties.
on the
almost kill
ground.
him.
Cheapers.
I've never even done
Your
that.
mom resuscitated a guy back to life with her boobs.
No,
Disgusting.
Man. I did not need to hear that.
Your face, right?
Well, I wasn't there, so that's just what I'm assuming happened.
Gotta have some
And I left before that happened, so I wasn't a witness to it either. And then I also have the final shows at the original Lola's location and at Main and
Mass.
Southside.
Mhm.
Yeah, those were big.
The Royal Center.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Mass.
Locally.
The
And then
cicadas coming soon.
Does
the-
people, they don't understand what I do tonight? Stop fucking texting me.
yeah, stop looking at your Apple
The
Watch.
same thing we do every Tuesday.
Fuck.
Try to take over the
Take over-
world.
All right,
Beat me
Pinky and
to
the
it.
Brain.
I beat you to it.
Yep, you did.
And then the biggest show of the year, which was highly anticipated and 2.5 years in the making, our trip to New York City to see Rage Against the Machine at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, nice.
That was fun.
Yes, yes, it
Mhm.
was, and that was your first time to go to Stubbs to New York
They
City.
were.
And Dustin's probably been more the times than anybody else in this room, and I even saw a couple of things that I hadn't seen in my previous trips. Also, like the Met.
Matt's penis.
No, I said the Met, not the Met.
Oh,
The
okay.
Met.
The Met.
The Met.
The
Mass.
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 In the Modern Museum of Art, and
Respect it.
Yep.
crossing the
Put a
Brooklyn
front.
Bridge, the Tribeca building. The building in Tribeca where Ghostbusters was shot.
That was the
Nice.
highlight of my
Yeah.
trip was the Met. I'd never been to the Met. And finally got to go in there. And was
Really?
like, this place is fucking huge.
What about the Museum of Modern Art? Have you been there? Had you been
Oh,
there
yeah.
before?
I'd
Okay.
been there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I know you're bummed because you wanted to buy that Starry Night Lego set, but they didn't ship back.
Still got to go find my hot dog.
Oh, I've
my
got
free
it.
hot dog.
Oh, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was probably the biggest trip that I had, but I also went to New York like a month before just for a day trip to see Randy Feldface, one of my favorite comedians, not once but twice. Do you know about Randy Feldface, Brian?
No, I do stand up, Matt. You can come see me many.
Well, I'm
anytime.
asking you because you're a comedian and he's
Yeah,
he's
all
one of the bigger
comedians
names.
know
I'll talk shop when you come see me do comedy.
When is your show night? The 30th?
I post about. I've been
Thanks,
posting
Josh
about it for
Rockets.
years, Matt. We can go back in time. You can come to any of those shows, but if you want to come to one Friday, sure.
Friday
Yeah.
at
Friday.
Dr. Jekyll's.
And no, I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
He does puppets.
He does puppets.
Oh, he is a
No,
puppet.
well,
yeah.
that's probably because there's only I only
is
know
a
two
puppet, or he
puppets. I
does
know Terry
puppets?
Fator and Jeff Dunham. I know there's a third puppet comic.
They're ventriloquists. Randy is just on his stage.
they're
stage by
called
himself,
puppet
yeah.
comics. So.
Do you not know about Skip Redstone?
And they're both very rich.
How do you not know Skip Redstone?
He probably doesn't have
I don't,
TikTok.
I don't know
that's
what the
okay.
fuck. No, I do have TikTok. It's
Oh,
just
Skip
curated to
Redstone,
the things
you
I
should-
want
you
to see.
should follow
Yeah.
him.
So the biggest show I saw this year was our trip to Austin. That's my favorite event of the whole year.
Oh man, that was a great.
because it was my
great-
50th birthday. We were celebrating. It was a couple
Yeah.
weeks late,
Yep.
but it was
That was fun.
Yeah.
as far as that
We
was
had a
my
good
big
time, though.
that
It
was
was
my
my
big thing of the
highlight
whole year.
trip,
is
too.
going to
For
Austin.
And I was
sure.
actually in Austin that same day, but I wasn't there for the same reason.
Yeah, thanks.
I
Yeah, we
totally
didn't see you.
I had my kid. I
Are you,
wouldn't have been able to get
Are
into
you
the club.
3 years?
Hmm?
Is that all of you?
No, I have a couple
Oh,
more. I have
okay.
a couple more.
Are we doing this
So,
next?
Yeah. Randy
I wanna read
Feldface saw him once in NYC and once in Austin, and then I went to Canada for the first time to the Henderson Brewery specifically to
G'day,
buy
mate.
the Rush brand of beer, Moving
Which
Pictures.
still have them.
Yep, I got you two, and I got
Moving
myself four.
pictures.
I'm waiting for well, I could have brought them out tonight. I was waiting for a celebration.
Is that brewery located in subdivisions?
Ah, look at you.
It's in downtown Toronto. Yeah.
Is that a subdivision? Okay.
Yeah, if it is, I don't remember. We took the metro and exited Bloor Street. That's all I remember.
Oh.
Anyway, and then the return of the FW Weekly Music Awards. I call that a highlight.
It was fun.
Katie
Yeah,
was
totally.
so mad. She
It at
didn't
least
know that was
at
going
least it
on.
happened. At least
Dude.
it happened this year.
She's not the only one that didn't know that was going on.
Katie was
Apparently,
like-
half of the Fort Worth music community didn't
Katie
know
was
that
like, "Did
going
you
on.
know?" And I was like, "I only saw like a post the day of," and she was like, "That's the first time in like 5 years I haven't been." And I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was no
She
good.
was mad.
Hey, tell Katie that if she follows the Funky Town podcast, I posted about it on Facebook quite a few times leading up to the event.
That's what I was like. I feel
And
like
if
I
she
saw-
listened to the show, she would have heard me interview people about the event coming up, and she would have known all about it.
My
I will
highlight,
let her
my
know.
highlight from the weekly
Scoreboard.
awards was 88 Killa,
Yeah.
for sure.
A lot of people tell me, "Oh man, I didn't know it was coming up." I'm like, I could tell. That means you don't listen to the show because the last 2 shows I did were specifically about that event.
Yeah, which is how I found out about it.
See?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, and that's all I have for my list. Most
Nice.
notable things of 2022.
Sweet.
So to wrap this up, I've got my favorite live shows of 2022, which will bounce off yours. Honorable mention, which doesn't count. I mean, it's just kind of floating out there. Baroness at Trees.
That was my favorite.
On April
that's the
6th.
one I can remember.
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one for me because
Yeah.
I found out my dad died in the middle of that show.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't been able to listen to Baroness since.
Don't blame you.
And I was going through the photos because I was going to put together like all the shows I shot this year, kind of reel for the end of 2022. And I got to the Baroness show and stopped. And I couldn't get through it.
No.
So, but my favorites were Dinosaur Jr. at Granada, Torch in Flames Meshuggah at the Factory, The Scorpions.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
good.
that show was fucking good.
Here
At
I am.
AAC, Ministry, Corrosion of Conformity, and Melvins.
That was another.
At
awesome-
Amplified, Pussifer, both times we
Both.
saw him.
Yeah.
Down, Crowbar, El Nino at Amplified. That was that Down show was great. Rob Zombie,
That was a good one.
Mudvayne, Static X, Powerman 5000 at Dickies.
Mhm.
That was a good one. The Flicker Stick reunion show
House of Blues.
was House of Blues. That's my number 3. Number 2, Gorgira Deftones. That back
was
to back.
yeah, that was a badass show.
Fucking awesome. And then number 1, Rage Against the Machine at MSG.
That's pretty cool.
nice.
Nice.
And then last list, this is the one we normally do for the show. The local music releases that we dug this year. A lot of people want this for some reason. I always get, like, we didn't do it one year and people got pissed off. So now I'm just afraid not to do it. The Methinks 2112.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking fantastic. Denver Williams, The Gas Monkey, live at Cloudland.
That's a good one.
Denver.
It sounds freaking fantastic.
so
I was there
dreamy.
that day doing some work with the Texas Music Cafe guys, and that was just a fun fucking day. And I love how when you listen to that record or that recording, it's raw. Like they're jacking around and they stop start. It's really really good. Fugitive, self-titled Fugitive. That was recorded at Cloudland also, but that metal album hit us when we were in New York. Like came out and we were
Yeah.
like, "What the hell? Everybody's writing about this and all the metal zines.
Yeah, Revolver.
They're talking about it. What the
Sorry.
hell? And
Stubbs?
these are our guys in our backyard." Kubla Khan, Texas, Lowest Form of Animal.
Yeah, you turned me on to that.
Dude, those guys are baller.
Right.
Our friends in Van Dam, they released 2 demo releases, which have like 4 songs each, I think, or 2 songs each. That's great. This wasn't this year; it was the end of last year. But the Screams EP.
That's a good one. I like that one a whole lot.
Yeah, that one's freaking fantastic. We started the show with I Am, so Eternal Steel. That record's heavy and good. Ozone, which I haven't seen live yet, and I keep missing them because
Definitely
other
going
shows
to,
are going
though.
on. But now it's a must.
Absolutely.
Their record Hardcore from Fort Worth, Texas, is greatness. If you're into hardcore punk music, this is it. Like, this isn't bubblegum punk, so I don't
Wait,
recommend.
who
going
did
there.
who did you say this was?
Ozone.
Not pop punk. Yeah.
I only like pop punk.
Yeah, this is like the hardcore where you get in the pit and you punch each other in the
I
face.
found him on Instagram.
I've been to a concert
That's
like that
weird.
before. I
think
didn't
it's,
really enjoy
Ozone
it.
Fort Worth or 817, something like that.
I was very worried for my sister's safety.
One of the records that kept being played, oddly in my car on road trips, was the Unlikely Candidates, their Panther City.
Oh, cool.
album, like that kept popping up, and it was that's just a
I
fun
do
record.
like the
Like you
Unlikely
just
Candidates.
you
a
just
lot.
put it on and it just play through, and it's just fun. Novocaine, the Oh No
Oh, yeah.
Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
They
And-
are
Those guys want to come on.
they are playing my show Friday.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
cool.
I the
Are they
owner-
really?
The owner John, he was like, "Hey, is it okay if some bands play
that's
after your
kick-ass.
show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit because they're playing afterwards." Yeah, Grand Illusion, which is 2 words put together, Grand Illusion, and Novocaine, Novakain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
their
it.
last name is King.
They're awesome.
Yeah, it's 2 brothers.
Yeah, they're
Two
Two
brothers,
or
last
3?
name King.
I
Two.
say they're
There's
kind of
more
like
people in the band.
Yeah.
but
I
the
say
two
they're kind of
brothers.
like Clutch.
2 brothers.
They kinda
Yeah,
remind me
if
of-
you like
Yeah,
Clutch,
Anybody-
you'll like
anybody
them,
Rick and Morty's,
dude. Brian, you'll like them. They're
Alright.
cool as shit.
Yeah.
They're really, really
And
cool.
they're
Just
cool,
wait,
cool
is this a
dudes.
2-piece or?
No,
No.
it's,
Oh, they're
okay.
4-piece,
yeah.
I think.
3-piece.
It's
No, 3.
stoner clutch
Isn't it
fun.
3-piece?
Okay, cool.
And then I gotta throw this out here, even though I didn't play on the record. Uncle Toasty, Uncle Toasty. It's a fun record. It was good. It was great.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Uncle Toasty.
I'll give my list. The best album, I put down Denver Williams' Bloomin' Eye. I think that was the
Oh,
best
yeah,
album.
dude.
23. I'm not going to say it again,
Absolutely.
but he got robbed.
The Bloomin' Eye, a lot of that is
Right.
is on the Live at
But I mean,
Cloudland.
but
Yeah.
the actual album,
It's so
that's-
fucking
Yeah, he
good.
got robbed for
that,
sure.
that was produced in
Yeah.
you
You
know,
lose to.
that was so great.
And
See,
they
that's
didn't
one of the
it didn't
things. If
even-
the Fort
wasn't
Worth
even a
Weekly,
category.
if the Fort Worth Weekly would have let the nominating committee put all
I'm
the
gonna
shit
let it go.
together,
I'm gonna let it go. It's the Fort Worth Weekly readers. They really messed up by not nominating this album. So the next one was
well, the readers are dumb.
Stephen Preg
And
Morris.
illiterate.
Oh, yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is at least both. Is a great album. Novocaine, Itchy Richie, and then on Itchy, and then on the
Well, which Itchy Richie? They released 2 this year.
the vaudeville one.
Okay.
EPs are Infamous, Invocations of Insurgency, Late to the Station, and Avery Burke's I Feel Weird Sometimes.
Yes.
I love Avery Burke.
And that's the ones
Yes,
I got
yes,
down
yes.
as far as.
Excellent.
Oh,
She's
Avery
badass.
Burke's so good.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, and then I put down, so just as my favorite podcast of this last year.
Thank you.
And
We
especially,
appreciate it.
especially you, Stubbs, you should hear this. I think it's called The First Down, and they talk about the Paltom City porcupines.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my friends Mitchell
What?
Clemens and Christian Hughes.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. It is so fucking good.
It's the whole story
I haven't heard it,
about
but,
everything.
Oh
I know the
God,
guys
I
that-
love every single second of it. It's 2 a.m. radio guys talking about their local high school football team and everything about this town. You know, I mean, they had porcupine bitcoins. I forgot what it's called, pine coin or whatever. You know what I mean? Everything about it's like
Corn.
you know, but it's a small Texas town. They have all the voice actors that do it's a radio show. They got the ads in there. They got the games. It's just the whole thing, and it's
Oh, and,
great.
and it's all fictional?
It's all
Oh,
fictional.
kind of like a Garrison Keeler, a Pray Your Own Companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, you know, but yeah, it's
I
it's
miss
a-
that show really
It's just,
bad.
you know, but it's episodes. There's 10 or 12 of them. It's the whole season, into state playoffs and stuff, and it's just it's so good. They had
What's
they had George Dunham do a couple of spots on it
Oh,
too.
yeah?
for the
Here's my
radio one.
problem. When I went to look at
First
it,
down.
what was the logo?
It's a purple,
purple porcupine
yeah, it's
looking
purple.
thing.
Yeah, it's purple and brown.
And it's called The First Down, right?
I thought it was.
No, this is hold on.
But yeah, no. Anyways, it's just that was my favorite thing of last year, and I only found it within the last couple of weeks or whatever.
But you told me about it. I went
I-
looking for it, and I was like, "Oh, there it is. It's called the Paltom City."
Paltom
City, yeah.
Paul
Yeah.
Tom City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay, so I wanted to listen to this because you went off on it.
Because at first I thought maybe it was kind of local, and maybe they're making fun
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Haltom City.
Yeah.
Oh no,
You
that's
know?
what Christian is like. He grew up in Watauga, North
Right.
Hills
And so I
area.
started listening to it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, these are definitely local guys."
And
I can
Mitchell's
tell those
from
local
he
guys.
lives in Allen, but he's a huge sports guy. And Christian, same thing. Oh hell, I'll talk to him. They can probably come out, be on the episode.
I'd like to have them on. That'd
Dude,
be
I'd
cool.
like to have
I'm
'em on
talking
too.
They're
about
great.
it.
Oh yeah, they're
this
great.
show
Long
is
time
freaking-
comedy.
No,
wise.
they're
Yeah.
that's my favorite
Sweet.
show of the year. It was great. I haven't listened to a lot of scripted podcasts. It's one
Yeah.
of the first, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in love with this. I'm in love with the show. I'm in love with the characters." I
I'm
hope
messaging
they
them
do.
both right now.
I hope they do a season 2 because I am so down. I'm gonna make a patch of that porcupine.
Cool.
Their whole logo is one. What is it? One color, one town, purple and brown.
That's so
That's
cute.
awesome.
I love it.
You
That's
know,
funny.
I
and
love
Nice.
that.
it's great. I love it so much. It's really good. So,
All right,
it's
before we
cool
move
that you
on
know
from
'em.
the list, anybody got anything else they want to add? Any
Nope.
I
other
did
lists? Any-
books. Did you do books?
No, I did best and worst dates I went on all year.
I can do a book thing real quick. The Expanse series.
I'm on book 3 of let's say 9.
Okay, well there's your top 10.
There you go.
And that's the whole thing. Great, thanks.
Okay, so if none, then we're gonna go into the white elephant time.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
totally forgot we're doing that.
I've got cards 1 through 7, ace through 7 here. We're gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it
go
like
to the bathroom.
a standard
Potty break.
traditional white
not
elephant
them.
where 1 opens a gift and then 2 can either steal or open another gift. And then when we get back around to 1, I think we freeze after 2 steals.
Yeah.
And then when we get
Leave
back
the
around
basic
to
rules.
1, they can steal
anything.
or keep. Yeah, they can steal
Okay,
anything.
so everybody grab a card here.
Okay.
Grab a card.
Okay, I'll grab a card.
Grab a card.
Grab a card.
Grab a card. Don't look at it
Don't
yet.
look
Don't
at
look
it.
at it. Put it face down on the table. Face down on the table. And I'll take the last one. That's fine. All right. Everybody looking? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Turn your card over.
Is that a dick?
Oh, hell yeah.
Mine's a dick.
Yeah.
How mean.
Who's got
That
ace?
is
I
so
do. I've
wrong.
got the ace.
I got the 5.
I got a 6.
I have 4.
Okay.
I have 7.
have 2.
I got 3, but this guy definitely has more than
Looks
that.
like
Hey,
definitely one I've received.
Look at this
before.
guy.
My guy's
my
a
God.
farmer.
I just asked for all of this.
Well,
I don't know what happened. here.
that's what ladies say when they hook up with that guy. Okay.
All right. So
I'm number 1.
you're number 1,
This
and Matt is
so
number
well
2.
maintained,
And Matt-
though.
I'll find it.
Did you want to go potty real quick?
I can wait till I
Okay.
go.
All right, number 1, you're up.
I would like the white box that's not wrapped.
What?
Right there.
That one?
Yep.
That is
It is
wrapped.
wrapped.
Oh,
It
it
is
is wrapped.
wrapped.
I'm so sorry.
Have you ever seen graph paper before?
Sorry,
It's just
sorry.
the Backside
I-
of wrapping
I
paper.
I'm
Do
sorry.
you
I
just willy nilly cut your wrapping paper? You don't cut down the lines pre-printed for you?
Oh, you
I
put it inside out? That's
willy-nilly
awesome.
I didn't do it. That was
did
Jeff.
it.
What is it? What is it? What
I
is it?
can't
What is it?
stand
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's Lemmy.
It's a Lemmy
Yeah.
Funko Pop.
It's a Lemmy Funko Pop.
That's really cool.
I like it.
All right. So number 2, you can either take a package or take the Lemmy.
You can steal my Lemmy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Lemmy.
Okay.
That's
Mhm.
fucking dope,
Well,
dude.
then
That
I
Lemmy-
would like the
High
brown bag with the
That was Jeff, not me.
the brown bag. Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Jeff. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
Jeff,
were supposed to
high
guess
five.
who brought it
Gotta
at
hide
the
it
end.
now. Gotta
Oh.
hide it.
It doesn't matter
Don't
now.
hide it.
Gotta hide it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but no,
A brown
that
bag.
was mine. Whenever I saw it, I was like, I have to buy this.
You didn't
And
like.
then I was like, oh, I need a reason to give it. You know, I was like, oh, we
That's
should do a white
fucking awesome.
elephant. But me seeing that is the reason why I came up with the white elephant idea. was-
Nice.
Coming out of the brown bag. What do we got?
be
What do
fun
we
to
got?
bring
What do we
that.
got?
Oh.
It is Booby.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be a
that's
pineapple.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
I thought it was going to be a pineapple too.
Great rack.
I like that.
It's a
I
good
love
looking
it.
You
rack
say
there.
thanks, Basil? Is that what
Great rack.
So who's number 3?
I am.
So you can either steal Lemmy or the boobies.
Mm.
Show it to the camera. Show the
Oh,
boobies
sorry,
to the camera.
sorry. I thought
So
I
we can
did.
get banned.
Oh, man.
Oh, you want me to
So
show
we-
Lemmy?
Yeah, show Lemmy too.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I feel if I take Lemmy, then someone else is going to just take him, so there's no
No,
point in taking
No,
Lemmy.
you're the second
Lemmy
steal,
would
so
be
it's-
stolen
it's-
forever.
so
Yeah, it can
it's
only be stolen twice. so.
So
Oh, shit, really?
Then it's yours.
Oh, shit.
Unless the first person.
Oh, unless the first person. That's
Oh,
me.
you could steal it back at the
I could
very
steal it
end.
back at the very end.
Yeah, they get to
You
steal
get to-
whatever at the
Ugh,
very
I don't
end.
know.
That was
fuck
a
it. I'm
wild
gonna-
card for going first.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
because they don't get a chance to steal from
Yeah.
anybody.
I'll take this one.
Ooh.
Oh, sounds like there's a bunch of broken glass in a box. All right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is that Rummy
Roomy
Cube?
Cube.
Great game.
Classic.
Some game.
One of the best games ever.
Rummacube?
I
Is
thought
that?
we were doing
I
a
don't-
Nice.
novelty. What the
No,
hell?
it could be
I would love
anything
that
Rummy
was-
Cube.
I love Roomy Cube too.
I
I never
love
played it.
it.
I have
I
no
never have
idea what
either.
it is, and
Is it a drinking game?
No,
it's
it's
a,
a
it's
cool
a
ass-
Sure, it
sheet.
could
It's
be.
a
Any
sheet.
game
You
could be a
put
drinking
over
game.
on the back
It's a
it
good
tells
game.
you how to play it.
It's just a regular game.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can play
It's fun,
2 to
too.
4 players.
oh, this will
Oh.
join the giant pile of board games we never play. So.
Unless somebody
Unless
steals
somebody
it.
Just being
steals
honest.
it
I have a
from you.
closet
Alright.
full of Feel those. free to steal this.
Who's
Who
number 4?
is going for?
Oh, that's
I have
Ivy's
four.
4.
I
Is there a
have
trash
4.
can next to you?
4.
Kind of want my own gift, to be honest.
That
It's
can-
not. It's not how it works, Ivy.
Then I want the cute little red bag.
The cute little red bag.
Tissue paper.
That's a terrible.
It's a pickle.
It's an electronic
It's
yodeling.
a yodeling
pickle.
Yeah.
pickle.
A yodeling
Wow.
pickle.
That's made its appearance on
That's
our
a
show too, hasn't
dildo.
it?
It has,
Come on.
yes.
This is guitar strings.
There you go.
I don't know.
And more guitar strings. All very useful for me.
For what kind of guitar?
Um,
Electric guitar, acoustic guitar?
probably
A
electric.
Banjo.
Looks like one of each.
This
A
one
banjo.
seems like it's for acoustic.
There you go.
I just made that up.
Next.
I'm number 5.
Ooh, number 5.
And I'm never good at picking gifts. What's left over there? We got some.
You got a
we
stocking.
this,
A stocking.
We got that.
A
we got
Santa
that.
bag,
And a
and a
Santa bag.
stocking.
What do I want? I'm gonna go with the Remy Cube.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, I do.
So I get to pick another one?
You
Right.
get to pick another.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going with this. Is this yours? Is this what thing
Yes,
you
but
wanted
I was
back?
hoping Mom would get it so I could see
Ah.
last.
Oh, nice.
Which one are you
Oh.
on last?
I'm last because I'm number 1.
Starbucks
Oh,
cup
yeah.
and a holiday blend of.
Not just
say
any
coffee.
Starbucks cup. That is
Can I
beautiful.
see?
Wait, let's.
Sure.
Yeah. show
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
sorry.
It's gold infused.
Oh,
It is
Oh,
gorgeous.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Ah.
I do like it. It's been through some things.
Just the wrapping paper.
So who's number 6?
I am.
All right, it's up to you. You.
What number are you, Matt?
I'm 7.
Oh, Matt's
7 inches.
Let's see here.
Yeah, is your guy 7 inches?
That's how these
On your
cards should have
card,
been.
on your card,
These
on your
cards should have been
card.
like
Mine is
corresponding dick
Mine is
number.
girthy and well over 7 inches.
Look, mine's showing butthole.
Oh, nice.
It's all crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'll try the
girthy.
stocking.
Okay.
I think the stocking. See what it's got going on here.
Jeff is going with the stocking. Uh-oh.
Might have to be ripped out of that.
Oh boy.
I had to shove it in there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You get a stocking and something.
Yes, you get to keep the stocking.
Oh, part of it.
Astroglide.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
Preparation
H.
Dinah's going to love that.
Wow. Wow. Right.
Yeah,
That's
I should have chose one from the table.
Number 7.
And number
What are you
7.
gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Shit. Okay.
I guess I should put this up.
What
Oh,
Oh,
he's going for it.
he's going for it.
What the?
He's doing what the hell? What the hell for?
Should have made things interesting.
The Art of
What the
War
hell?
by Sun Tzu.
Really?
The hell?
Wow.
Nice.
Nuh-uh. Oh my gosh.
You
Heck
got
yeah.
the Art
That's
of
a
War.
fancy
That's
copy.
pretty cool.
It is
It's a great book.
fancy.
Be careful with that bag. It needs to be returned to the owner.
No,
That's cool as shit.
I reuse my gift
I
bags
apply
too.
that to my job every day.
I'll even
So,
pulled it
there
up.
you
for
go.
The Art of War.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I got you
mother.
a bookmark. Yeah, you just put that right
Exactly.
there.
You can have my bookmark too.
Wait, no. Give the cards back.
Oh,
We gotta-
sorry,
we gotta
Dustin
give the
wants
cards
it.
Hey,
Oh,
wait a
back.
second. Wait a second. Wait a
Oh,
second.
yeah, Susie
I
gets
can
to go.
steal.
Yeah, we
No.
know you're
Well, we
the
don't need
last
the cards.
one.
But let's say that you do steal. What happens to the person that you steal from?
They
They
just
can
they,
steal.
Ivy's keeping
It's
her
a
card.
steal.
Right?
I think you just
Oh,
get
yeah.
stuck with.
I really would love to see this
I think you-
oiled
I
down.
think
Oh,
you
oh,
just
you
get
just
stuck
trade,
with-
right?
yeah, you just
you
trade.
just okay. That's right.
I
They
only
would
have
get
6. Who's keeping their card?
they would get your boobies.
I gave mine back.
FS's.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Someone
you stole,
likes
they would
dicks
get
a
your
lot.
present. That's what it is. You would trade with them.
Right.
Okay. I think
Ivy, would you like to look through these?
I think
Yeah, let me see.
Look
if
at
I-
this guy. Hey, come over to my house.
I think I already have a booby planter, so I think I would like the Starbucks cup.
God damn it!
Is that a
This
real
can't-
plant?
This can't be
No,
real.
it's fake.
Oh.
So I have.
Sorry, Brian.
So I'm stuck with this now.
So I think you're stuck
Who's
with that.
Cole?
That's fine.
Yes, I
Poor
got
man.
Libby.
This is a fake plant, right? Or is it one you can eat?
So is this what we're closing with?
I guess so.
This is what we all
I
got.
get the preparation H. Thanks, Stubbs.
You're welcome.
Yep.
You'll need it after I use the Astroglide.
And the
on you.
Astroglide.
All right. So what? We're gonna guess who did what now.
Yeah.
Or-
Who did
Oh
what?
yeah.
I think
Let's
everybody
guess.
knows who.
Well,
what
that
I did.
obviously came from Ivy. 'Cause
This was
she
Ivy.
gave that
Mhm.
away.
Yeah.
And that was from me, and this was from Stubbs.
Mm-hmm.
So who gave the Art of War?
I did.
I did.
Okay.
Brian.
Nice.
Brian.
Okay.
Who gave the
Then-
pickle? So Dustin gave the pickle? No.
This seems like a Matt Thomas gift.
Yeah, that was for me.
I was the booby plant.
Booby plant.
And I brought the rummy cube.
Nah.
I don't know what the Rumming Cube is. That's a game though.
It's
huh?
a fun game.
Oh, you what?
It's a fun game.
Can you
that I
even
grew
take
up on.
anything out? Like these rocks are glued in there.
They're glued in there.
So
you that's just your booby.
So it's not
planter.
even. I can't even put a real plant in here if I wanted.
You could. You
could
could
probably
take
bust
it
it out of
apart
there,
and
like-
take it out of there.
Do you want to trade for the Preparation H and the Astroglide?
No, because I have.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just
need
saying.
Preparation aids. I got the real shit at home.
Right,
I got
I'm
the
just-
prescription
you know.
stuff.
You have a
I thought he was gonna say I already have it.
Yes, I have
Actually, already
hemorrhoids
have it.
sometimes, Susie.
Have you and Stubbs shared butt tulip stories?
No, it comes with being a man. And probably not having enough fiber. in
This
my
isn't
diet.
real pep. This
Which
is
I'm
cooling
correcting
gel.
with
I'm
more
older than
fruit.
you, and I have that issue.
Yeah, it's the cooling gel. You
That's the
gotta
cooling
relax.
gel.
It's just the cooling gel.
That's awesome. I'm stoked. Oh man.
Wait, can I see it? Because I've never seen Preparation
Sure.
H in real life.
You can have it if
What?
you want.
Well, that's
Oh,
the
I
cooling
You
want
see it on
gel.
store shelves at the
yeah,
grocery
you
store
can
and any
Yeah.
pass by
pharmacy.
it every time. you
Jesse,
go to
that
the
is why
store.
I picked that particular ace.
Well,
Nope,
that's been
this
fun.
is a cool, non-greasy formula with no unpleasant scent.
No mess in the
Prompt
underwear.
cooling relief from painful burning and itch. This is disgusting.
I
Is
know.
this
I don't know what I'm
the-
gonna do
is
with
this
that.
like the same as like what's it called when Monostat? Is this what boys
Well,
do?
you can
No,
put it.
no. Those
You
are
can also
actually for
put it-
hemorrhoids.
Can I put it on my
under,
wiener?
You can put it under your eyes too for wrinkles. Apparently
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So
It's
I've
got
heard that.
uses.
So
So the
oh
last.
wait, I have heard that.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be really good for you.
Now you wish you would
Yeah.
have traded for it.
See,
I do have wrinkles under my eyes,
There you go.
and I have been
traded
called an
for it.
ass face.
It shrinks.
Hey, ass face.
Dustin, don't call Jeff names like
I think
that.
you should mix the two.
That's a
and see
reference
if it
from
works.
Preacher.
I haven't seen Preacher, so if I ripped somebody off, it was unintentional.
So what? Before we
Copyright
leave, what?
infringement.
What?
This weekend is, of course, New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, party time.
Yeah.
It's going to fall on Saturday night.
Yep.
Uh, So we have Friday
Uh-huh.
and Monday to recover if you're a
Working.
business.
We
or-
have Monday off.
I have
nice.
Monday.
I have Monday
did
off
too.
too.
How would you recover on Friday before you did something?
I would come to
Party
your
starts
show.
on
That,
Friday.
oh, see, that's
Yeah,
it's
on the
setting up.
30th.
The
What you
party
should
starts on
do-
Friday.
At
On the
Dr.
30th.
Jekyll's.
Here's
Your
the
lab.
deal. Go to Dr. Jekyll's because this is your last show ever. You're not going to be a comedian
I'm
anymore?
done. No, I wish. but
retired?
no,
No, he's gonna be a ventriloquist.
I'm done after 7.
Not Matt Thomas said.
I'm not a
What
ventriloquist.
the
I'm a
fuck, you
puppeteer.
came
No,
from
I
my
didn't say you
job?
were. I said he was
Oh,
going to
okay.
be a ventriloquist.
Are you going to become a puppeteer?
Only.
What are you doing with your life?
You know, Gallagher
Jesus
died. You should pick
Christ.
up the whole smashing watermelons bit.
Oh,
Brian,
right.
that's
his,
Brian,
Or a
you
box
need
of
to
props.
There's
you
no
need to
point
come
talking.
over and make an appearance on Shipped in a Box.
Yeah, you do.
That'd
what
be
is that? I
awesome.
don't know what you're saying.
That's
There's
my
so many
YouTube
people-
series
YouTube
with my puppets.
Shipped in a Box. You got to
okay.
watch it.
Oh, I'd be like the Sesame Street host. Kind
Right,
of
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
right.
I'll send you a link if you're
You'd be like
interested.
Maria.
Oh,
She was
okay.
my
So
favorite.
this is your last show that
I'm
you're
done
hosting.
producing shows, which means the shows I've always produced, created, I always have to host them. I just feel like I have to host them. I'm done producing shows because I'm just fucking done with it.
I have an idea.
7 long years of Sunshine for 3, Mass, New Maine Brewing, which was sweet for a while until they closed down. Dr. Jekyll's.
It was right in the microphone too.
Thanks for interrupting. This is like me closing out an era of my life,
This is
Jeff.
how
Thank you
Jeff
for
feels about this.
I have
belching in the
This
middle.
monologue happening right now.
So
is
this
like,
is the
speed
second-
this up.
So sorry.
Of course, Mass closed down. That was very sad for me. And then,
Yes.
so this is just for me, Matt. I put on way more shows than you did.
It wasn't sad for you.
I did 55 shows at Mass, and but Dr. Jekyll's. This is the end. I did some shows there pre-pandemic, but then I went back and started doing more shows there, and I'm just fucking done with.
I have an idea.
Producing shows.
I have an idea to toss at you.
Okay, is it a good one?
Why don't you could still put these shows together, but have anyone in this room come out and be the host and just be a regular host
Oh,
to
I'll
bring
do it.
people out.
Well, anyone. Can you get people to come to the show? Because
Oh,
that's
yes,
mostly
you can.
No.
all of
Yeah.
this.
what I'm
Like
saying.
won't
It's
change
like-
the fact that I still need people to come to a show, and I'm also tired of being
Listen,
the main
if
person.
you put
that has to
JJTM
get-
presents at the beginning of it, people will come.
Man,
Yeah.
it's hard to get people out to shows. I felt so bad for like
especially when they're
Stefan,
free for the
you
most
know, because
part.
like he had his CD release show,
Yeah.
Brand Record. He came on the show, promoted it, and I wasn't able to go because I got sick or whatever. But it's like he pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. got a thing at Twilight or whatever, came into town to do it, and like 4 people showed up. You
Who
know,
was this?
Oh.
Stephen
It's
Prigmore, and it was his big album release, and it's a great record, and plenty of people knew about it. It's not. It's just
We
man,
kinda
it's
talked
just
about
hard to get
this.
people out to shows to do any kind of show,
Yeah.
music,
Yeah,
comedy,
but
art.
But then the people, so me being someone that lives in Arlington, hangs out in Fort Worth, my job has me in both, so I was able to couple my job with like get in front of people like, hey, I'm doing this. It becomes so fucking personal, and then I get so resentful when people can never come to a show. And they give you, I get it. Like I'm not expecting everyone to come to every show. I've had some people that come to shows, and that's fucking great. But then you have some people that they've never been able to come to a show. But then you see them, you post about going and spending top dollar on something on a weeknight. It's like they tell you things. It's like their work schedule's carved in granite. But it's like, well, but I saw you, post about going out on a Tuesday, at something that costs at least $50 for a ticket or something. And it's just, I want to get rid of that negative part of me that just
I'm going to tell you
hates
right
all
now,
these people.
right now on the show, recorded document. I will be there on Friday if.
It's
if
JJTM
I love a good
presents.
caveat.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
My new employer doesn't get back with me about shooting their show, which is Flickerstick. So.
Oh, is that Friday at Billy Bob's?
It's Friday at Billy Bob's.
But see, I have no nostalgia to draw on, so I have to give people
That's
new
true.
things
Yeah.
instead of this
But
heyday.
I want to come over there. I want to be there.
I mean, I can
It's
talk
fun.
about smoking indoors, but that's the only thing Flickerstick probably does for people. Like,
I
I saw that I could smoke.
Have
inside.
you've been over
Anyways.
there? That place is great.
Yeah.
I
Where?
love
I'll be there if I
Dr.
don't
Jekyll's
have to
in
do extra
Pantica.
overtime
Jekyll and Hyde
duty on
Yeah.
parenting.
Bring your kid. Who cares?
I actually could.
Yeah,
See,
Dr.
I have.
Jekyll's.
There was a couple
I
of
have
acts
two female
last time
com- no,
saw
I
you
got three
there that I
female
was
comics.
like- there was a couple of acts last time that my daughters couldn't come to.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so my
Jekyll.
son's 9. I can't bring him to a comedy show. He doesn't even really get comedy.
What time is it over?
His
there?
comedy is
what
just
time? What
screaming.
time do you go on? Do you think?
I go on at 8, and it'll be over by like 9:30.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do a headlining set then? You're just going to do an intro.
I'm gonna
and-
do like a.
you're
I'm gonna
right,
do
like
a
last
setup.
time?
I'm gonna do like a 10-minute setup top.
Okay.
And then just run the show, and then.
All right. We'll see.
Solid 10.
I'd rather see you do the whole deal. I'd rather you give me the full load.
Yeah, I think I'll come out. I don't have anything else going on.
Oh, I'm gonna give you the full load
I'm gonna
today.
give you the full load.
If you don't have a drop, then I can just do that.
There is one.
So
somewhere
you've
back
already look, half the room's coming.
Oh, good. The other half.
We'll see.
Well, like I said, I will be there
I don't
because
really like
I love
comedy.
coming to the shows.
See, that is a refreshing, and it's not like I had to goad you into that, and
Right.
you said it publicly out
No,
loud.
you would rather that.
It's so rare someone's just like, I don't want to go, and I'm like, thank you for saying that immediately, or something like that, which could be bullshit. I don't know, but
I got into an argument with a guy one time.
It's because you went on one bad date with one
Right, I gotta
stand-up
pee.
comic.
Who did I get an argument with? But I got
But
an
I
argument
got
with a
3
guy.
female comics on this show. You don't like female. You hate
Mana's on
women
it.
comics as well.
Oh, is she?
Oh yeah,
So-
I'm not for the girls.
Oh,
Oh, she's
okay.
good.
Well, at least you're honest.
I got
That's
in
what
a knockdown drag out. Like we almost went to blows with someone about. They were like, "I hate comedy," and I'm like, "How the fuck
How
does
could
your
you hate
life
comedy?
any-
Now,
how do
all
you
comedy
function?"
or just
Like, he
stand
goes-
up? I can
I was like-
understand not liking.
And I think it was one of your shows. I was like, you should have come to Brian's show or blah blah blah. It was, it was a good show, and I fucking hate comedy. And I'm like, what? Your life must be fucking miserable. You must be a miserable
They probably just
fucking
meant they
piece of
didn't like
shit.
stand-up
did they mean stand up comedy though? Was
Well,
this
that's
the
what I
different kind of
that's what I was
comedy.
trying to get out of them, but I was also goading them because that's what I do.
right, because you don't like comedy movies
Yeah.
or comedy
Yeah,
TV
I was,
shows. Or,
I was like,
Then you're insane.
Or funny books.
and so
yeah, comic strips.
we were going
If
on.
David
I was like,
Sedaris doesn't tickle
comic
you,
strips.
a joke, just a
Yeah.
regular
Yeah.
random.
the Far
Knock
Side.
knock
I mean, come on.
jokes.
You don't like
The
this
Far
shit.
Side.
And I was
Calvin
going back
and
and forth, and
Hobbes?
finally
Calvin
I
Hobbes is
got
my
him to be
favorite.
like,
I love Calvin
no, I
and
just
Hobbes.
hate stand-up comedy because it makes me uncomfortable. Because I'm like, every time I go to a show, it's like I get centered on and everything. I was like, oh, okay, now that makes sense. You're not just a miserable
Yeah,
fuck.
see, I
that
don't
needs
like
to
it when the
die.
comic talks about people in the crowd. You know, whatever, because I'm always afraid that's going to be me.
Yeah.
You know, but
How
I've
about-
also learned that if you don't say anything to the comic, they're not
Yeah,
going to
no,
talk
no,
to you
no.
in the crowd. You know what I
Never
mean?
sit
Also-
in the front row.
If
Sure.
they are now, sometimes like they have to seat people there, especially in
Sure,
a packed
yeah.
show. But if a good comic has material, Now, there's plenty of good comics out there that'll do some crowd work, and they're just filling like 5, 10. Maybe they're doing check drop, and the comic's just like, all right, he's just going to do some crowd work, for 5, 10 minutes while get the last checks out, and then they do it like a closer. That can happen. But a really good comic, not going to do any crowd work.
Right.
If you go to the Majestic Theater, you're probably not going to see any crowd work unless someone's yelling some random shit. Saw David Spade shut somebody down. It was great.
Sure.
But
nothing's better
that dude's
or
funny.
more
That's what I hear.
uncomfortable at the same time. I'm laughing my ass off, but it was completely uncomfortable when T.J. Miller was attacking Jeremy, my cousin, at Gotham Live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during an afternoon set where T.J. Miller's just testing out stuff. He's just running through a set testing out stuff. But then he sees Jeremy had a Houston Astros hat on and just started ripping into him about Houston and blah, blah, blah.
Cheating and
And
stuff?
Jeremy's like, I don't know, I'm from Austin. And it's just like, oh, shit. And then it went off to a whole Austin rant. It was
now,
pretty,
when
pretty
you
damn
go
good.
to a stand-up comedy show, you're not watching a movie. The movie can't break the fourth wall, but it is a human being talking to other people. So a comic talking to you is in the realm of possibility. So that's just part of
Okay, I have a
going.
question. When they throw out the question, like, does anybody here like puzzles?
Yeah.
Do they want the crowd to respond?
Yeah.
To them? Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, they throw out a rhetorical question just to set up the next thing they're saying. There's probably an easier way to say like,
I want to see this comic set that wants to know who
Somebody does puzzles.
Hey, it was what's his name? Shoot, remember in the whole bit about the puzzle, and like he's like, if you want to see how the puzzle is finished, follow me on my Instagram, and somebody did, and he was telling us about it after the set. Was his last name Garcia?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It was your last one at Dr. Jekyll said I was at that one.
All right, Susan, we know you go see Brian.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
listen, I do
She's
go
true
see
blue.
Brian.
All right.
Okay, we done?
So Brian is on Friday.
Dr. Jekyll's in Arlington.
At Dr. Jekyll's in Arlington.
Bring cash to tip.
Saturday night is New Year's Eve.
Woohoo. Mm-hmm.
What's going on New Year's
We're not
Eve?
good. I don't
You
think
know
we
what
do. We
it
never
is,
do
TC.
anything.
Wait. Let's not all talk at the same fucking time.
Who you asked the question?
Ivy.
The TCU game's on Saturday.
What time is it at?
Ooh, that's a great question.
4 or 7.
Do we know what channel it's on? Like, is it like on 4, 5, or 8, or
Hold
whatever?
on, I'll let you
It'll
guys
be
know
watchable
right
on one
now.
of them.
Yeah.
TCU.
Might
They're not
need to
gonna
gather-
bury that shit on ESPN.
Might need to
3.
gather up for that.
3 p.m.
There you
versus
go.
Michigan on. Doesn't tell me what channel yet.
It'll be on one of the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't be hard to find.
Listen,
So that's what we got to worry about. But are you going out and partying? You putting on a fancy sparkly dress and going out in sparkly shoes and
I will not be disclosing my whereabouts to my parents.
Man, if I was single, I'd be going.
Oh, you got the look.
Well, no, she probably doesn't want a bunch of people showing up trying to stalk her.
well,
But you are
Yeah,
going out. You're
last
going out to
time-
have fun.
Remember last time I was like, I'm going out to this show, and then that dude that I was only like sort of dating showed up.
yes, I remember. However,
Well, that's my question. You're
I
going
think
out.
it was on the calendar
Yeah.
what you're doing at Katie's house.
But not everybody has access to that
Okay.
calendar. Like, I don't have
I
access to
actually
that
don't
calendar.
think I'm going out. Yeah.
And you on New Year's Eve? What are you gonna do?
I'm probably gonna go. My girlfriend bartends at 4-day weekend, so I'll probably go there and watch the show and hang out there.
Oh, comedians watching.
No,
Comedians.
this
It
is
makes me
this is a
nervous.
stand-up comic watching
Driving in
improv.
cars.
Which,
Improv.
trust me, gun to my fucking head. But I'll probably get some free
4-day
drinks out of
weekend
it.
makes me want to just like bite a curb and someone kick me in
Like
the back of the
ultra
head.
safe humor? Is that what kind of?
No, it's improv.
Improv.
It's
Oh, okay.
total-
Which,
it's
Well, what's wrong with it?
uh,
We get
Never
free
mind.
tickets all
Don't
the
answer
time
that.
at the office. They like bring them by.
Yeah.
Well, she makes good money bartending there, so I don't
Cool.
know.
Yeah, because everybody wants to get drunk to enjoy that.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm staying home this year. I've actually, Shelly's brother and his family are coming over, and we're doing our week late White Elephant gift exchange because a couple of them were sick on Christmas Day. So
You gonna do a RoboTuner's Insignificant Podcast White Elephant Christmas Exchange?
I don't know about that. Skip may go live though for a little while
All right, Skip.
during the
Nice.
ball
Is-
drop.
Is RoboTuner's ever coming back, or is it done?
No, it's done.
It's on a hiatus. I mean, I'm sure we'll do shows here and there sporadically. But
It's never coming back,
Well,
is it? You
Kenneth
built
and
out
Alex,
that studio and-
they're They just
Not unless
they don't
they
have
can
the
figure out-
availability that they used
Do you
to.
need to have them?
If he can figure out a way
I
to
mean,
have
you
his
can do-
puppets sit in the place of Kenneth and Alex,
The show is
and him
you.
and Shelly, then
Look,
you know.
Jesse says skip New Year's special. Well, that's I
Nice.
could probably do that. Yeah, like I said, since I'm going to be home.
You?
No, I'm sure that we'll stay home. We kind of went hardcore for Christmas.
Whoa.
You know,
Penetration?
yeah. So now
At
we're
the cherry pit.
So now we're a little raw, and we got to relax and stuff. We can't, you know.
Got
You
your
got
preparation
preparation
aid.
aid.
Now you got all that.
And your
so I'm
Astroglide.
good to
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
But no, what I wish we would have done is I wish we would have could have made that thing work out where we went to the hockey game. That would have been cool.
Well, let's go.
Stars?
We can still go.
I don't think we have
The
the money for it.
hockey
We went
game
really
was
hard.
Oh, okay.
You know, we're kind of.
How much are the tickets? I thought they were cheap.
They weren't that bad. I mean, it's like 100 and something for 8 people or something.
Oh, that's not bad.
You know, remember it was like $20 a piece, or but
I
but
think it's
still
less
there.
than
But there's like 4 of us, so that's like $80. So it's still $80.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Stubbs?
What's up?
New Year's
New
Eve?
Year's Eve.
he's like,
I don't
"Oh,
know
are
yet.
we doing a
Everything's-
podcast? Everyone on here?
Everything's in hiatus, so we'll see.
Yeah, so literally,
Hiatus.
I put out on
You have a
Facebook,
hiatus?
what are we doing for New Year's Eve?
I saw that.
Fort Worth.
Correction, hiatus.
Hyenas.
Nice.
I think Twilight is a place to go, right?
I heard there's a show
So,
at Twilight.
But
Twilight,
it's Twilight.
and it's
I thought
so
Twilight was good. I don't-
expensive. The show
Or
is
not,
expensive.
I didn't mean Twilight. I thought it was
Who's playing?
Tulips.
Tulips.
Tulips. Yeah.
But
Tulips
that's
has
the
a-
problem. Tulips is expensive to get in.
Okay,
I can see these bands any other night during the week. It's fine.
and the
Or
one with
any other weekend.
with like Fit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all these bands.
Yeah.
I love them all, and it's cool. You can see them under one roof. Not for $38 or whatever the fuck it is.
And then their drinks are ridiculous.
Ridiculous because they overprice.
Depending
them
on
for-
who goes up
New
to the
Year's
bar.
Eve, yeah.
They charged Dustin
Yeah.
double what they charged me.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
same drink.
So I've kind of
With the
said,
same bartender.
fuck you to Tulips because
Yeah.
of that bullshit. That's not fair.
They could take tulips and
Yeah. And I know
I'll tell you what to
I know
do.
a lot of people love that
Buy
place.
tulips.
Photography wise, you're a fucking dark hole. It's terrible to shoot photos there. No one wants to even take or use the photos that they shoot from there. It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I-
It's
man,
So
I've
my
been
friend
there-
Annie is working at Proper. So Proper's open.
Proper's good.
Yeah. And then
Proper has good drinks.
yeah,
Never been there.
basically Eric and Becky from the Bed Files are like nothing. We're staying home. Nick Scroggins staying in. Kevin staying in. Lytle staying in.
How do you know all this?
All, 'cause
She's
I
reading the
posted
Facebook
it
feed.
on
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
So and
She's
then
hacked a lot of Google Calendar.
I was like, how do you know what Nick's doing? What Becky's
Everybody
doing?
shared their location.
yeah, so like people are basically
I should go
staying
over and hang out.
in.
I should
yeah.
go. I should go stay in with Nick. Is what I should do.
Yeah, yeah. So our friend Matt Mabe, he said he's going to be a toasty little cinnamon bun.
Because all these people are coming to the show Friday and they want to.
Yeah,
I was cracking up with the amount of your
great
friends
beers
that are like,
to
I'm going to
serve
bed
at
at 9
Dr.
o'clock.
Jekyll's Beer Lab in Pantigo.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
the good shows are on Friday night.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, as I go through everybody's list, like even Waffles posted, like, what's everybody doing New Year's Eve? And a
Jessica
bunch of
Waffles.
these are about Friday night. The
Yeah.
Flicker Stick Toadies at Billy Bob's. We got some shit going out at Texas Theater on Friday. We got, I don't know, You on Friday. There's a couple other shows in here on Friday, but I can't really see anything because I need readers. I've reached that point in my life. Someone kill me.
That should have been a white elephant. Kevin.
Just give me. Just give me. Just give me.
Yeah, just give me. But it's
Yeah, so
Three Links has a big show on Friday night. Like everybody's going out Friday night.
last year's
is
New
the,
Year's Eve was really quiet too.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I went and worked.
Yeah.
I was at a random. I was at work. I was at a
Wait,
bar
Uncle
in
Toasty
Hearst.
played.
Yeah, I was there.
I was
Yeah.
like,
And
I
it
went,
was
I
weird.
was
It
out,
was
and then I
quiet.
was home by midnight because I didn't want to be out with the crazy people.
That's where that dude got
And the
drunk
drunks.
and started throwing drinks
The
around
glass.
and then
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah, you
beat
were
his
there.
wife or something like that. It was weird.
That
Yeah, so
was
we usually
that
always
was
put
a
on the-
wild one.
We always put on the local channel that
Yeah, the ball drop.
the ball
I
drop
prefer to
here
watch
locally.
Andy and Anderson Cooper get drunk on
No.
national
Dude, that's
television.
You know what you do
best.
this
And
year,
now they
right?
can't this
What?
year.
Dude, it's Miley
Oh, and
Dolly.
and
Dolly.
Dolly. And
What
that's
channel's
gonna be-
that?
I don't know.
Like
It's going to be awesome
Fox
though.
or
That's what we're
something.
worth
But
watching.
we'll watch that and then we'll play board games or something.
Yeah,
That's so
Remy
cute.
Cube.
Some Remy Cube.
But I didn't got that. I got hemorrhoid cream and Astroglide.
Oh,
So
sorry.
He said
I'll see what kind of game I can figure out with that.
You-
Maybe
you
we can
can
put
move
like a
it
big
around.
plastic sheet down and do like a slip and slide kind of a thing.
Twister.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
That's
have a
Twister.
and I'm gonna have a relaxing read of The Art of War.
Everybody's go-to
Plan,
relaxing
plan
read.
for your enemies.
A relaxing
Ah.
read.
More like
like
plan
it.
for my
That's
future.
a good copy of that book, though, Matt Thomas.
It
It's
is.
a very nice copy.
There's
Whoa,
also
whoa, 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 whoa! Velvet Love Boxes at Broncos on New Year's Eve. Is that where you're going, Trash Pockets? Down.
Love box.
They do badass covers of awesome songs.
I swear,
in-
Velvet Love Box and Whiskey
in a
Dick. That's
stripped
their
down
home
way.
venue.
They strip them down to where it's like acoustic and a bunch of bongos and hands playing, but
Oh,
it's
cool.
they're good.
They've been
They're
around for almost
really,
20
really good.
years.
Yeah, it's awesome.
and they'll kick on that fuzz pedal and still do like little, even though it's
Yeah,
an acoustic
Velvet Love
guitar. It
Box is
sounds like they're playing electric. like,
awesome.
rock
That's
guitars.
cool.
Yeah, that's worth it.
What the fuck? Lucas scored 60 points tonight.
Whoa, I think I'm just gonna go. Hey, can we talk?
Sorry.
That's a new thing we can talk about. That real quick.
Yeah, sports.
Mavericks.
Mavericks
DFW
released
Sports?
the statue of Dirk and it
Oh,
doesn't have
yeah.
the anal beads.
Thank God.
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
so much of a local joke about that there was no way that
There's no way they could have kept the anal beads on there.
What anal beads?
I don't know about this.
it was
joke.
it was a basketball, but it was 3 of them. You know, like he's
Like
shooting.
it was in motion.
So it'd be ball,
but they had to
ball,
connect
ball,
them, so it
ball.
looked like ball, then a little string, and then a
like
ball.
he was
yeah.
throwing anal beads into the air.
Wow.
And when they everybody is like,
amazing.
please don't let that be the
Yeah, because they unveiled
statue.
like the
Please
prototype. They're
don't."
like, why does he have anal beads?
Yeah, everybody was
Wow.
like, this looks like
Those
a
are
set
some
of anal
giant anuses.
beads. They
Mama,
are.
take a little.
But then
T-Rex anuses.
Not on the statue. The statue's big.
yeah.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
basically Sonic the Hedgehogged it because people didn't like
Yeah.
that first Sonic.
Yeah,
and
that one was going to
so
be
they
bad
were like,
anyway.
okay, no, we'll fix it, and then they did, and everybody likes this new one because it's
Yeah.
Dirk with
But
his
thankfully, it's
classic
just
fadeaway.
him with one ball
Yeah.
The
fading
movie was
back,
actually pretty decent.
and it looks
like your
good.
cousin Brian.
What?
He
One
said
ball?
It's Dirk with one ball. It was a joke. Sorry.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
It was just
Keep
a
it
joke.
moving.
Yeah, so Luca 60-point triple double tonight. Holy shit! Stars
Yeah.
won too. Sorry to spoil that if you're going to watch it.
Man, I had both those games taped at home.
I'm TiVoing everything.
Taped. You still use VHS tapes?
Yeah, I had 'em-
Off
I
the
put
TV.
my-
Got the whole
VCR
rig.
tape.
Just records over top of it every
Mm-hmm.
time he watches something new.
It's kind of snowy.
He's got the tracking is way off. Well, I'm trying to find a picture of the statue so I could show you guys real fast, so that way.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. There you go. It's
Oh, with the
something.
fadeaway.
I mean, you
There
can
you
see
go.
the veins.
He's
and
doing the
everything.
fadeaway. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, but showed
looks
the
good.
prototype or whatever.
Dirk I didn't spell statue right.
I was like, that's wrong.
Should I put anal beads?
Put old or
Anal.
No.
Put
I
old.
think anal
Put
will work.
old.
This should be interesting what comes up.
So,
there it
yeah.
is.
Not immediately with the.
Look at that. That's funny.
It's all anal beads.
like your
Dirk
casual
with the anal
basketball
beads.
fan
I see
doesn't
what
know
you're
the
saying,
trajectory
Ivy.
of a
The
ball.
Prototype is small.
And a random picture of
Okay.
Michelangelo's
Oh.
David.
But where does it go beyond the third one? I don't know where it does it keep going up
I
into
like
the
this
sky.
this picture on the right here that is for Adam and Eve. Oh, now
Where?
it's over there.
Right
Adam
here?
and Eve, anal beads, and a Dirk statue.
The
Oh, that's
bestseller
awesome.
at Adam and Eve is the,
Dirk
is
statue?
the full anal beads and the
Honey,
statue.
I know-
Sassy,
I know you're into
sassy
basketball.
anal
They're
beads,
sassy.
and then the limited
That's
edition
funny.
Dirk beads.
You could buy this statue for $19.95.
I think this has been an edited image, but perhaps not.
I'm trying to order right now. Let's see.
Is his credit card
that's not
information going to show up? Because I need to screenshot this.
It'll be masked.
Somebody in the chat type us some credit card numbers. In there.
I don't know. Anyway, it's sitting there thinking. Anyway, yes. So, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Feliz Nuevo Año.
Let's hope next
that
year's
right?
better than
Luis
this year.
Nevo Año.
Well, I have tickets to
Prospero
Taylor Swift,
año.
so it's already better.
That's happy birthday.
You know, you're
Feliz
sitting on a gold mine.
Nuevo.
Prospero
That's what my uncle said.
año.
My uncle was like, "You guys need to just sell those tickets," and I was like, "No."
That's you could
When-
be
when
set
are you
up for a
going?
year.
March 31st.
Nice.
For what?
Taylor Swift.
That's
For
not
Taylor Swift
even
flirt.
available to cover.
I love the
Listen,
1%.
I'm not giving it up.
Like
will
in my
support
media
them.
request,
You couldn't get it?
can't you know? There's not even a portal. There's not an outlet. There's
Maybe
nothing.
it'll pop up.
We'll see. We'll
Just
see.
keep an eye on that for me.
Yeah, no, because I want.
'Cause I'm up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah,
What's it
she
like-
wants to write it.
What's it like bootlicking the 1%? Is that cool? Is that
Listen, I live a luxurious lifestyle. Okay.
Whoa.
I was zoning it. All right, I can't.
She really
Remember when it
does.
was like
She's
99%?
a
Everybody's
bougie
just like,
bitch.
"Fuck yeah!" And now it's just like, "Well, no, she's artistic."
You remember when all of us cool kids used to go to cool concerts, and
Yeah.
we're getting to the point to where we can't anymore
Why can't?
because tickets are getting fucking
Oh, expensive.
stupid.
I'm like, oh, I was,
Courtney waited in the queue.
I was thinking
for
about the
Taylor
cool concerts
Swift
I
for
go
like
to that are
9
like
hours.
40 and below.
Yeah, it's like all the shows I go to are about $10 a piece.
Right?
Well, local wise, but if you want to
That's
see a
all I go
national
to.
band now, it's
I just
$100.
don't. I
Like
just don't.
Meshuggah, I was like $35. Holy shit, I would have paid 55.
Yeah,
Take it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't want to know what we played for Rage Against the Machine.
The Metallica
No,
show.
I do.
No, we bought Faith No More tickets and never went. No, whatever happened to that?
Oh.
They canceled.
I know, but I mean, whatever happened? Like we have tickets.
Yeah, they're sitting
You have
in there.
indefinite tickets.
They're in there.
for when it finally happens.
You didn't get your
It
money
never
back?
happens. I have no idea.
No, I don't remember. I had talked to her because I think we have credit with whatever the group is for like a different show that comes to town, and we just haven't picked one
Or
yet.
like,
Or something.
or like tickets no more.
I don't remember.
Show no more. Damn,
we
it,
might have
should've
got a
went to
refund,
one
but I
syllable.
really
probably
think
what they do.
that there's a credit somewhere for a different show coming to town.
Curfew Bar's having a huge New Year's Eve party. I
What are
was
they
just
doing?
letting know.
I bet the Winchester's doing something too.
I want to go to a hole in the wall.
I want to go to Baby Dolls.
My favorite New
I've never
Year's
spent
Eve,
I've never spent a New Year's Eve in a strip club. That'd
Wow,
be
that must
interesting.
be-
one of my favorites was at the Gold
It's
Standard.
free at curfew.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was such
really?
a great New Year's Eve, sitting in that shitty bar.
No, we
had
need to go
so
to like
much
West
fun.
7th, pay like $100 cover.
Where was Gold Standard?
I've done that
It's-
before.
it's
It's,
now
a wild
where the
ride.
Velvet
It's a
Taco
wild
is
ride there.
on
Oh.
7th.
7th on New Year's
Okay,
Eve.
okay.
I'll strip club it before I go to West
I
7.
know, I know.
I'd
no,
rather
I'd rather
sit-
do what Susie is talking about. Just go into a dive bar, just
Yeah.
It
you
was
know.
so much fun. It
They
was my
shoot
first time I'd ever been there.
Sparks out of their privates.
What? No.
What?
Hmm?
Go to Indian Oaks Tavern in Lake Worth. Sit
We
there and
could go
drink
to
beer.
We
Tonstoffel.
could. We go to the Back to the Future bar. What's that called?
McFly.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Fly's Pub.
Go to a hole in a wall.
Pine Pub.
Where'd
I
the
would
bat-
rather.
That
I
makes
would
more
rather
sense.
the
actually.
bathtub place.
I was
What's
like,
that
what
bathtub
is
place
this
called?
McFly?
No, now it's just
Oh,
called
it's
the
a-
Tub.
I
The
just
Tub.
see
Back
it
to the
because
Future themed bar.
Tommy Luke posted it once a week.
You friends with him?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook. Yes,
Yeah, he
I'm
does
friends
like
with
the
a lot
open
of
mic.
people on Facebook.
So McFly's, one time they had the first
I'm
girlfriend
not.
come there. She was at a convention nearby, but she went there and like made a fuck ton more money because people were like, "Oh my god, like one of the people
Wait,
in the
Leah
movie."
Thompson was in there?
No, the first
Oh.
girlfriend.
Yeah, Marty's
mom.
girlfriend, not Elizabeth Shue, but the one that played her.
There you
in
go.
the first movie.
Hence why I can't remember the name. But I talked to one of the people that worked there.
You put Leah Thompson in there. I may chloroform
I
her
may
over
go-
to Burger's
oh,
Lake.
I was
Yeah.
just saying I would go over there and see her. I didn't-
Dang, dude.
see if she wanted to
Took
have
a
some chicken.
Wild turn.
You know?
You're going to be on
Holy
my
crap.
crime podcast
But if that-
in a couple of
It
weeks.
was Claudia Wells. Claudia Wells. That's who it was.
Leah Thompson.
But if
made it a guest
Back to the Future
appearance.
themed bar
Sorry.
scores somebody from Back to the Future, that's going to be a big day for him.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I told him Tom Wilson like does stand up. He plays songs and shit. He was at the Addison Improv
Is he
many years
funny?
ago. I have no idea.
Probably not.
But I'm like, if you can get
Most
Biff
stand-up
to
is
fucking
terrible.
come to your Back to the Future bar,
Yeah, man, it's Biff.
they can make a lot of money too signing shit. So
What are you looking at, buddy?
What's he say? Take a short walk off a.
Make like a
Long
tree and
pier.
get out of you.
Is that what all his jokes is?
I don't know. Biff's great.
A screen
Make
door
like
on
a
a submarine.
tree.
Mm-hmm.
And get out of here.
All right, well, fuck it.
And
We're out of
leaf.
here, right?
Leaf.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Leaf.
Happy New Year, guys.
Just make like a baby and head out.
No, that was good.
Drink your black-eyed peas or whatever the
Yes.
fuck you're supposed to do. or-
Gracious calendar forwarding, occasion is celebratory.
Isn't it like the pickle or something? Oh, that's Christmas.
I don't
Christmas
know.
pickle.
Well, you got a pickle. The gift.
A Christmas
The yodeling pickle.
Give someone a
Yodelay.
Christmas pickle.
That's
Well,
what I
like
call my
Black Eyed
wiener.
Peas, so
I'll
that
let
ain't
the roster know
The yodeling pickle.
What?
that I got a Christmas
Oh, YB.
pickle.
That you need a Christmas pickle?
It's an Anna.
That's weird.
Come
I
over
don't need
here
to
and
know that, Ivy.
talk
No,
to the
I said
yodeling
that I
pickle.
Jesus
got
Christ.
a Christmas pickle.
Oh, you got a Christmas
It's
pickle.
backwards. Somebody's used my Christmas pickle.
Is it a used pickle?
I used a Christmas pickle.
No,
See, now that stuff I don't need to hear.
I don't even know what that means. All right, we're out of here. Good night. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Good night.
Love you, mean
Bye.
it.
Later. Bye.
Red pants. stand up.
I've had enough of you guys.
Stool is aching my ass. Ugh.
I'm ready for bed.
Me too. Got fucking blown up by a stupid account.